It's finishing someday.
Oh. Hello. Who it is? I bet it's...
That's
Oh,
not
it's
me.
PJ.
Why is
No,
this
Oh, it's not you. That's
having
crazy.
an actual aneurysm?
Dude.
Who won the race? Who your dad thing? What?
It is. This is a new cantrip.
What's a-
Oh, did like
Ooh.
is it UA? They just released it, or is it like?
No, it's just like it's brand new on the cleric list called Celestial Birds.
Read it out.
Oh, that's not for wizards. Okay.
Celestial birds. Oh, I
Burst.
Read that
Birds.
shit out. Oh, with the damage
Oh,
cantrip?
I much
Yes, it's a
preferred
range-
celestial birds.
It's a range.
Yeah, I want a new way to talk to Cardi.
You have a
Sorry.
staff of bird calls.
All right, all right.
But I don't speak
but-
bird, so it's still a barrier to belladonna.
I'm gonna go look it up.
No, I'm about to say it. You shoot a comet of cosmic light at a creature or object within range. You make a ranged spell attack against a target. On a hit, it takes 1d8 radiant damage. If it was an
1d8.
object, it takes no. 1d8. If
Mhm.
it was an object, it takes no damage and instead emits bright light in a 30-foot radius until the end of my next.
Oh.
But it.
Oh.
Well, I have a ranged cantrip now, so hell yeah.
It's kind of
That's
cool
all
that
I
it's
care
also
about.
part utility too.
Haven't taken
Yeah,
a
that's
long
true.
rest. You can't change any spells.
I didn't change. I did. It got added to my spell list, so that's why I was
That's
looking.
just wild. Okay.
Mine's
I
added.
don't know what's happening. That's why I looked.
Someone got lightning, but they can't use their 4th level spell slot they just got. Damn, is that bad?
I ended up just taking another 6th level spell because all the 7th level spells require components I can't afford.
Wait, so if we
They
got
all
like
do?
another spell slot
Not
for
all
a
of
spell
them.
level
Some
that
of
we
them are
already
neat,
have,
but I
we can
don't
keep it?
want to deal with it
We
right
can't use the newly gained spell slot that we just got.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, my the spells I want to use, I can't use them because teehee were broke.
Wait,
now. I mean, it's not an issue very often for me.
PJ, what was the cantrip called again? No,
Celestial Burst.
Celestial Burst. Okay.
Yes. Goodbye, Word of Radiant. Lame ass spell. That's close.
Damn, someone fucking ate it.
Alright. I was trying to figure out why my Discord wasn't working. My
Hmm?
Ethernet cable wasn't plugged in.
Oh, that's a problem.
So, yeah. Hey, were any of you following the Twitter drama surrounding everything bisexual today?
No,
No, I
don't
avoid
use
Twitter drama because
Twitter.
it's usually 2015 Tumblr drama.
I'm avoiding the internet because apparently this guy released a whole bunch of shit for
Last of
The
Us?
Last of Us 2. Yeah, and I'm not trying to catch any of it.
I can say as someone who didn't like The Last of Us 1, I'm probably not going to like The Last of Us 2, but it seems interesting if you
He
like
said,
The Last of
"Aw."
Us 1.
Why does anyone here like The Last of Us 1?
Nope, didn't play it.
It's not a
Damn.
Nintendo game. I just don't have the ability to play it usually.
Oh, I'm Belladonna.
But
I
I
only
do have
play
to
my
share-
Nintendo.
I
I'm
just
sorry,
don't
I gotta
have
share the
anything
game drama
else.
today.
It's Super Mario
What they
Brothers.
call that?
I have to talk
Don't
to
play
someone
that.
about this. Please. This
What's
stuff
that there
wild.
Nintendo you playing, son? So
What
fucking
is
PS4
all I do all
dad.
day play Animal Crossing? Yeah, what's your point?
Dabba dabba dabba.
Bro, my mom literally she literally called my Wii U like a Nintendo like one day, and I was like, I mean, you're not wrong, but damn,
My mother calls my PC a Nintendo.
Nice.
what you doing on that
PC?
Nintendo, you son?
She used to call my PS2 an Atari. I'm like, what are you doing, Mom?
What are you doing?
He's
Stay
having the
cultured,
best
Mom.
vibe.
She's doing her best.
vibe.
Why is my alarm?
Mom,
Oh yeah,
sorry
because I was
to tell
gonna
you,
take a
failed the
nap,
vibe
but I
check.
never did.
Work went great today.
Oh, did it?
Good.
First day, first week.
Can't wait.
What did you
First
do?
week.
Aren't you a cashier or would you still do computers?
I'm a cashier. But I still do computers on the
Smith
weekends.
working with money.
Yeah,
But-
nobody else is
I agree.
hiring, so but a job's a job, I guess.
Yeah, all of my summer camp jobs have come back and said, nah.
That makes sense.
Wow, imagine being
Does.
unemployed.
Seriously though, I gotta share how wild this is. The bi network or what is their official name? The Bisexual Network USA
Right.
Yeah.
decided
Oh,
that
hold
they
on.
were going to start suing people who use the bisexual flag.
What the
Ooh,
fuck?
That's
Bev,
smart.
why did you and PJ switch?
That is new drama. That is actual new drama.
Like,
Wow.
Calling me on my
That
phone.
it gets better because it turns out they were broke. The people in charge of it, like, it makes about $50,000 a year.
Nibba,
Right,
I'm
that makes
for, like,
sense.
7 people.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
keep up
It
with
is
the
a
times,
nonprofit.
old
It's
man.
an
I'm
old
awake.
nonprofit.
Boomer.
But like, everyone who actually founded it stopped, and apparently their president was just on the organization's Twitter account
Yeah, keep up with the
getting
times, old
angry at
man.
people for using the bisexual flag because like
Discord
Target uses it.
mobile head.
Holy shit. That's
It was amazing. And then so an IP lawyer or someone who had done IP for these places was like, no, you can't. It's in the public domain. You literally legally cannot do this.
Chama's not gonna be here actually.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Damn.
That's
Imagine
Oh, boy.
being odd. Come, Serenity, come here.
Oh well, we're all here.
Oh, the gang's all here.
We're all in this together.
absolutely not. If you keep singing that, I will just have a breakdown.
It's time for a recap.
I'm not gonna lie, that's literally the only portion of the song I
Mm.
Wow. Imagine being
I have
straight.
two
probably
younger
don't-
sisters.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unironically, I probably know more of that song than I should know.
I know all of High School Musical 2 just off my head. I hate it. I hate that movie.
Back off my head.
I've only seen the
Doing
first one. Which
bad.
one's the best one?
I
Chris,
love
are you
that.
ready? Because you said we got to cut this short.
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. You ready?
You said we gotta
I-
stop at 11.
Yeah, ish.
That's crazy.
I had to be up in the morning. I hope.
Up in the morning, do ya?
I hope I have to be up. So, let's just do a brief recap of what you guys did last session. With Eli, a dwarven trader who was left in the ice to freeze to death after the wizard Vex stole a magic item of great power from a carrier ship he worked on, you guys with him escaped the reach of a massive behemoth who attempted to drag you into the frozen depths of Ariel's plain. Afterwards, the party continued, pushing onwards. You endured the burning ice and deafening winds, watching as lightning in the shape of a great dragon imprinted its form on a dark, turbulent sky. This led you to the Palace of Ariel, a tall, imposing building composed of stormy clouds and whispering winds. But before I continue, I do want to bring you back to a different time. You see a gnome in a nameless back alley, slowly being drained of life after betraying her pact to save the life of a mad goddess. She may have known then that she delayed a deity's plans, but she didn't know that she'd slowed down the power-lusting plan of an ice queen driven by fear of failure. And going back to the present, the party had made it to their goal, this palace of storm and ice amidst the barren waste. Upon entering, you found a ballroom filled with statues frozen in time, and upon inspection, you learned that these statues were relics of Ariel's memory. You learned her deepest fears and her hates, and she allowed you to do this. She couldn't hurt you due to the contract that must be formed in order to do so, but she didn't have to let you view her memories, as Yenfir learned when the palace was revealed to be a humble log cabin with a flaming hearth and a quiet ice queen. She let you pass, however she vowed that you would meet again, and no matter what, she was going to win and triumph. After that, venturing beneath the scene, you discovered a hungry portal that was told to lead you to the Shadowfell. The party, in grim agreement, and with Eli's confirmation that he'll be with you until he dies or asked to be killed, jumped in. You left a cold, brutal land of howling winds and blistering cold, and then felt nameless, helpless, and alone. You were thrust into the plane of shadow and darkness, a realm of a million dying words and untold stories where madness thrives and darkness reigns. Currently, you find yourself on a dark cobbled street next to a nameless alley. Your back's to a dilapidated inn, and you hear the sounds of high-pitched. Hear the sounds of a high-pitched laugh that sounds so full of joy that it's almost off-putting. And this is coupled with sounds of metal upon metal and the explosion of spells. What do you guys do?
Sound good.
Oh shit. Well, is there any way I can move stealthily to go check out the noise?
Yeah, you can. So currently you're sort of in this sort of nameless back alley next to an inn, or what appears to be an inn, and you can definitely creep towards where you hear the sound. Roll me a stealth check.
Can I cast invisibility on Yenfir just to make this a little easier?
Sure, is Yennefer just gonna scout out for everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does a 25 do it?
Who knows?
You're invisible now.
So creeping forward, this alley is kind of like what do you call it? It's a dead end, but it leads you to a courtyard of broken down houses and an abandoned well. What you see in the middle is probably most concerning. You see this sight unfold in front of you. We see a woman in the center who almost looks like the shadows draw around them. Their skin is white in some areas and then dark gray in others. And she appears to be like just spinning in this whirlwind of blades and spells. And whenever you do get to catch her eyes, they're sort of black and they don't have any white or clear pupils in them. And her hair is styled, it's a dark raven black, it's braided to one side and shaved on the other. And the person has dark brown and black tattoos going up their arms and legs. Around her, though, are these disgusting, dark, undead creatures who appear to be melding in with the environment around them, and they're just coming at her relentlessly.
Okay. I guess then I make a mad dash back towards the party, and I go and I just all right. So there's a lady. She's cackling, but there are 4 undead creatures surrounding her, and looks like she's about to fight them. I mean, what do we want to do with this information?
So we're gonna help her. You
mean-
know,
Helping her seems like a good idea, but what if they're attacking her on purpose?
Well, they're
I mean-
kind of undead, so
Right. Oh, that's always
I-
an issue.
yeah. I don't mean nothing by, of course, but you know. Right. How about you, Suresh? Scratch. Your opinions.
I would like to
Help.
rest,
I'm
and
not
there
sure if my
looks to
legs
be a
will move,
perfect
but
fine
we
in
can
there.
try.
Why wouldn't your legs move?
I'm very tired.
Oh,
There doesn't
That's
seem to be
reasonable.
an in there.
Me too. I feel like I'm very exhausted. Well, I know you guys can't see me, but I'm gonna head over there right now. Vadi, I guess you too.
yeah,
And
Belladonna's.
anyone else?
I'll come. No reason not to.
Okay.
And Yennefer, I will note, like, these things weren't about to fight her. They were in the midst of a fight. Some appeared to be heavily wounded, and she was enjoying every second of it. Every single time their claw struck her blade, or she managed to cast a fireball, and it goes through the shadow of this disgusting, viscous creature, you saw her smile.
Mm.
I'm gonna chalk it up to Ian for being so tired he can't really tell. Remember, she's cackling, so like she's kind of off her rocker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we maybe just want to sneak past and assess from the other side?
Hey,
I don't know.
Vardius Rest, could you make me, like, while they're talking, an investigation check? I imagine you guys are sort of looking around while they're chatting up.
sure. Look at my investigation.
Doris.
roll. Oh my god.
Investigation's intelligence, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's intelligence.
Yes, it's
Decent.
Mhm.
I
That's plus
have
5.
got a 15. I I rolled a 15.
And I rolled a 16.
So with the 15 and 16, you, from the inn behind you, you hear the sounds of people lowly chattering. Or I wouldn't say chattering, but low talking. And the window that goes out to this alley appears to be emitting this very, very dim light.
It looks like the lady over there fighting for her life has attracted a show. And she looks towards the building. There's like, you said it was like an inn?
Yeah, it's like an inn.
Okay.
Do we want to go ask why she's fighting them, maybe? Or why they're not helping might be the better question.
She might have it under control, but...
I mean, she does look like she's doing well for herself, you know?
I mean...
You know, I don't know if I'd want to ruin her fun. She looks like she's having a grand old time. Look at that
her
smile.
fun might be bad. Could result in bad things for us.
Do you guys want me to check out the inn? Or...
We could go.
We could go as a group to check out the inn.
Okay. I'm down for a bit of rest. Hopefully that inn isn't chock full of undead.
That's a lot to ask.
Eli from beside you, he says, I'd agree with that. I'm pretty tired.
Would be nice to relax.
Oh man, the word sleep is lulling me. All right, well I'm gonna go. Yennefer is gonna walk towards the inn.
Yeah, okay, after you. So are you wanting to go in the back way into this inn, or you want to walk around to the front end? The front end would be where this lady is currently spinning.
I guess let's just
we
could just walk through the back.
Yeah, the back seems good.
You open up back door, and you first thing you notice is kind of holstered to the wall is a burnt down candle. It looks like it's on its last legs, and the thing you notice about it is it's not emitting any flame, as if the fire is too depressed to shed light. And looking into this gloomy room, you see sitting at several tables just these husks of people. They do have some glimmer of life in them. Some appear to be drinking, and a tall, crooked innkeep is standing behind his bar. He has his back to you. You're behind him. He's wearing these brown, tattered clothes that look like they're well past getting repaired or donned. And his skin is this sort of wan gray, this ashy look to it. Are you guys gonna approach him? Or go into this room? What's the plan?
I guess I'm gonna stand by the counter. I'm invisible right now, and
yeah, you
are. Soak up all the time of
stroll
invisibility.
I'm gonna drink.
You
do you have beverages?
Okay. I was about to say, you do see some of these husks looking out the front window of this inn. But Madabel, when you ask that, you see this crooked man turns towards you, and you see this kind of extended, long face. His jaw appears almost slack, and he has like these tombstone, crooked, cracked, yellowing teeth. And he says to you, "Sure thing. You've got the gold to buy." He doesn't seem too surprised to see you there in the back. Maybe roll me an insight, actually.
Okay, I have that. Let's see. Sorry. No.
So you can't quite tell why he wasn't so surprised to see you coming from the back. Maybe he's used to people doing that.
So a lot of people come in the back. There seems to be a commotion up front. What's that about?
raised woman trying to find something from stopping herself going hollow.
Oh, I don't know if I'm there.
If you walked in, you're there.
Okay. Oh, what do you mean going hollow?
Look around you, lass. This whole place is hollow.
Oh,
That's how
not great.
buildings work.
You come in. He turns towards you just so slowly, painfully slowly scratch. And then he turns away to look back at Belladonna. Sort of, that was him acknowledging you. But he didn't have the will to express his distaste. And he says, this whole place is hollow. You come here for a reason. Maybe you lost someone you loved. Maybe some god sent you here, or you... But we all go hollow in the end. You'll go hollow too.
Right. Great. Are there rooms here?
Yeah, there's always rooms here.
Neat.
Not exactly bustling.
Yeah. Can we get some rooms? Like, what the hell, Belladonna?
Absolutely, I'm not gonna say that.
What the hell?
So Resk
Can you
puts a arm up
normally
on the
ask?
table. Sir, I need a few rooms.
Certainly.
Where are they?
How many of us are there?
Zerus turns around. How many of us are there? I've kind of lost count. Six rooms.
I hope your stay won't be long.
Okay.
You sure hope it's not.
You won't be needing 6 rooms if it does.
Can Yennefer go to the front and peer out a window to see how the lady's doing outside?
Sure thing. And for what you do, he tells the rest of the party that'll be 5 gold a room.
Okay.
A little steep. Yeah.
Yeah, Yennefer slings 5 gold out of a pocket onto the counter, just like just 5 gold comes out of nowhere.
You see,
Where'd all my money come from? What the fuck?
You see, he moves with a speed that kind of betrays his demeanor, and you see this wicked spider-like hand crawl out from under his jacket and snatch the coin as soon as it rolls across the table.
I think I'm invisible.
And he
Bastard.
nods his head. But running over to the window, you see this woman she's taken some hits, and she appears to be kind of bleeding down the side of her down her left eye, kind of. But the monsters she's facing look far worse, and you see one of them isn't there anymore.
Yeah, this man's invisible.
I guess we could still go help her. I mean, help her finish them off.
Can I just kind of step outside and cast a healing word at first level, since that's all I can do?
You could.
Yeah, guys, by the way, she's I guess the Emperor tells him the information.
Yennefer is still invisible. What the fuck?
Yeah, Yennefer, it lasts an hour. I haven't lost
Until you do
concentration, and he
something.
hasn't attacked.
See,
so-
I'm enjoying it, so
I
you
wanna
know,
punch
just
your
can't
ass.
attack or do it.
So yeah, I'm just gonna step outside and try to close some wounds on her and see if hopefully she doesn't take being healed as an attack.
Sure thing. What do you go out and say to cast this healing word to her?
I just kind of go out and say, "You're doing great,"
Damn.
and she gets 7 health.
Okay.
I have some suspicions on who this is out of character that I will not be hitting on this woman. No.
I'm doing fine.
Yes,
You should- you-
yes, do
you
it,
should've-
Scratch.
She,
Scratch, you should
Do
have
it.
said her. You should have said her name for the healing word.
What's her name?
Mommy.
Nimlatel.
Little. But no,
No, Scratch is too. Oh, sorry.
no, you're fine. But you cast this healing word and say you're doing great, and she sort of yells back, "I don't need your help. I'll be fine." And she continues to slashing and spinning blades. But
Okay, what are you doing?
it does-
though?
I'm trying to fight. And she continues.
Why though?
Okay. You see
I'm going to cry.
these three monsters and her, this sort of chaotic battlefield of swirling darkness and spraying black blood, stop for a moment. They all look towards you, tilt their head, and they kind of in unison in this hollowed voice say, "Who are you, dumbass?" No, they don't say dumbass, but they just ask who you are. She doesn't though. She seems like she's still walking over to one of them to cut their throats.
Is Marabo Scratch? That is my most recent name.
When you say your name, you see this one on the right. He starts to do something with his hands, and then you see a spectral letter fly off into the distance.
Okay. Doing some mail there, are we? Yeah, we're just gonna stick with Marabo Scratch for now.
They nod their heads in unison, and you see the woman yells out, "Are you finished?"
Just want to know, because we're all gonna go to sleep. I just want to know that you're gonna be okay in the morning.
Oh, these guys? No, I'll be fine. Don't you worry about me. Worry about them. And she goes up to this one and goes at its throat, and the battle commences.
Okay.
Is there even a morning here? It seems all grey.
It was nice to meet you. I'm gonna go get a drink.
You go to head back into the inn, and you see a dagger fly past you right before you close the door. You grab it, or do you just leave it there?
I'll grab it.
Okay. Just don't
Daggers are a fantastic form of currency.
I don't know about the.
Oh, they seem good.
You can give them to about anybody. Yeah, just go ahead and note that down.
Okay.
But you guys, if you went to head up to your rooms, the rooms they're not great. 10 gold or 5 gold apiece was pretty steep for what these rooms are. Everything just kind of has this rotted out, moldy wetness to it. Just, if any way it could be uncomfortable, it is type of feel. The barley or wheat that's inside the bedrolls is rotted. It's just icky.
You guys didn't see it, but Yenfir moonwalked into his room happily and started casting prestidigitation.
I fucking hate invisibility.
Well, I guess
spell.
Yenfir's gonna try to clean his room with prestidigitation, ending his invisibility.
Why?
Yeah, Belladonna's also gonna try and clean her room with prestidigitation. That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
it.
Do I really want to catch a disease?
Okay, I'll do that too. I'll use prestidigitation as well.
Oh, magic is so nice.
That image is horrifying, Scratch.
Yeah, I still got a long rest, right? Oh, let me click this butt.
Wait, is it?
You should probably
How
wait
many-
till he says we do it, jackass.
I'm not doing it. That was a joke.
Oh, I have
That was a
prestidigitation.
joke. That was a joke.
Better than
Hey,
fucking
Chris.
Sure it
What?
was, sure it was.
Is this an illusion, Chris?
No, as I've done
You're
that
a-
before, I will tell you this is not an illusion. This is sadly a real place. The
Okay.
the wetness and chill of it sinks to your bones in a way an illusion couldn't even. It's just you might wake up with maggots. Who knows?
Pause.
Roll me a con check. No.
I was about to say.
But
Yeah, past it.
yeah. Oh, you did. Okay. You're not infested by maggots. Saresk, sorry.
Not 30.
Huh?
I'm kidding. But yeah, you guys, if you want to go to sleep, like it's not daytime out, it's not night, it's kind of this, well, it's a sort of eternal darkness here. Kind of the.
Dude,
kind
I
of
imagine the moment we hit the bed, we just all pass out. That's how I imagine.
Definitely. He has 3 levels of exhaustion. He's
This
He's
man
out.
halfway dead.
exactly.
Good.
This man's almost dead.
But as you guys sort of slip into sleep, can everyone roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Wisdom. That's crazy.
Wisdom save.
All right.
Damn, I got all
Okay,
plus.
cleric. Oh, and remember,
I
if you
got
have
29. Shut the fuck
if
up.
you have disadvantage on all saving throws because of exhaustion, keep that in
Ooh.
Oh,
mind.
that's right. Yeah, let me.
Oh, yeah.
So I got that 29 first. So let me. Okay. I got a 22 the second
Yeah, that
time.
stayed the same.
Wait,
Imagine
did you say
not having
with
any
advantage or with
exhaustion.
disadvantage?
With disadvantage, you have.
Oh,
Alright, I got
you
a
son of
4.
Get for net 16.
Scratch, you got a 4? Scratch, roll me
So tired.
everyone under 15, roll me a d12.
Oh, I was almost on
That's
that.
how many levels of exhaustion y'all are about to get.
Five.
Ready.
I'm
You
slowly getting
die.
better.
You just die.
This is how you die.
You fucking die.
Oh my god.
So, oh,
I follow.
Scratch, you kind of get this overwhelming sense of this, not hate, but this almost hate, this just brooding, undescribable malice towards everything. And it's to the point where you don't feel like you can make a difference. And I want you to take the flaw. I don't believe I can make a difference to anyone or anything. And
Oh my god.
Shit.
Flaws? This man giving us personality traits.
get ready.
Whew.
60 sessions in, we're
specifically-
changing.
Is there
in for his beauty, please.
is there a place specifically to put flaws, or do I just
Yes,
write that in my
D&D
notes?
Beyond there is. It's under
Cool.
description.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and you also have disadvantage on death saving throws and dexterity checks for initiative.
Say that slower.
Ooh. Great.
Dying's easier and fighting's harder.
Oh,
Oh.
that's like level 2. That's like level 3 exhaustion.
Good.
Jesus.
I know, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
D&D,
Okay, my D&D Beyond is acting up. Give me a second.
your D&D Beyond's
I may
like, what
need-
the fuck?
Okay,
Bro, why you
so
doing this?
what is
Played
that
this
flaw called
character for
again?
so long.
What was that?
What is that flaw called again?
Apathy.
You have to make it up.
Apathy.
You have to type it yourself.
And
Okay.
I sent a description to you. I don't believe I can make a difference to anyone or anything. That's sort of just the overall sort of feel. Scratch now.
Honestly, this makes perfect sense.
I mean-
now, yo.
And to explain this, all of you in your as you guys rest, it's restless almost. Like you get the effects of a long rest, but you're sort of this place is just, it's everything good in the world destroyed and dashed. Your hopes and dreams put into this. It's almost the pinnacle of just celestial dread. You are nothing. How do you expect to achieve your goals when they're so daunting? Reforge a god, save a plane from a battle that was going on long before your existence? How? And
With
determination.
and that's what you
With-
Just keep going.
and all of
with
you who
2
passed
points of exhaustion instead of 3.
and all of you who did pass got the feeling of, yeah, no, fuck that, we got this. And then Scratch was like, nah, dog.
I'm depressed.
You can mess with my spell.
I'm
Yenfers-
fucking
Yenfers-
depressed.
Definitely enjoying his, like, I don't know, I don't think this world would have military grade rations, but he's been enjoying those rations he's always had.
Scratch,
Dude.
however, when you, I'm sorry, when you begin to wake up, you see where you like left your stuff to go to sleep. That dagger you had grabbed from the door, you see it's covered in a shroud of darkness. and there appears to be these ethereal tendrils wrapping from it and just sort of billowing in the air a bit. Ew.
Get up. I get dressed. I go down to the bar and I ask if I can grab some tongs. Do you have tongs? Anything to like grab something without directly touching it? Even just very large oven mitts.
You see
Pay you gold.
the crooked man. He turns to face you very slowly. He reaches into a drawer and pulls out the shiniest pair of silver tongs you've ever seen, and he gives them the two snaps and hands them over to you.
Thank you.
You know you have to make the two snaps when you grab a pair of tongs.
Oh, obviously. Okay, so then I go back, I pick it up with the tongs, and I just walk out to anyone and go, anyone know what the hell's going on with this dagger?
I do.
Still don't have that spell.
I'll cast Identify as a ritual.
Thank you so much.
Yenfer's still laid up in his room.
In a certain way.
No, I'll just take it.
Yeah, and I will note, you guys rested, and you did lose your points of exhaustions if you had them, but you still feel terribly drained and tired.
Did you say all points or just the one?
The one.
So, do we get any spell slots back?
Long rest gives
yeah,
all
you get your long rest benefits. You just don't feel like it.
Oh, do we get that spell slot we couldn't use, or we still can't do that?
Yes.
With that long rest.
You get your normal long rest, SB.
Okay.
Your character just doesn't feel as if they rested.
Yeah,
So if
I'm
we were
just
at
wondering
2
because
exhaustion-
last time we couldn't use that one that we gained.
new
but
slot.
Now that I know, yeah.
So we hadn't rested yet as well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Now
because
picking that together.
you've
Yeah.
leveled up, but it's not like a video game where you level up, you get max health and mana and stuff.
I wish.
This isn't a
Yenfer's still
game,
laid
y'all.
up in, Yenfer's still
It's a
laid up in
game!
bed, trying to get his second long rest in.
And so now this is a real long rest. We have spell slots and everything. We lose 1 point of the exhaustion we have accumulated.
Mhm.
Am I right on all that?
Right.
Yep.
But
Yee.
you were still apathetic, so.
Muffled ye.
But Ceresk, Madabao...
So I just want to double check. We got our gems back, correct?
Yes, you got the gems back. You didn't get the magic items back.
Cool. All I needed.
But Ceresk, Madabao has walked into your room with these shiny pair of barbecue tongs, holding a dagger with billowing black tentacles.
Okay, that's a thing to look at in the morning.
Do you need me to get you breakfast or anything? I'm not feeling great.
Sure. If you'll grab me breakfast, I should know what this is by the time you're back.
Okay.
And I
Do they
guess
serve
I'll
breakfast here?
They do breakfast here.
take the dogs. I'll
That's
put it on.
crazy.
I start tinkering.
Continental breakfast.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
1 second, I need to relaunch.
Am I gonna have to spend more money?
That's no, it's continental. I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
And this is what the dagger looks like, by the way, on screen.
Oh, I thought it was just a normal dagger.
No, it's a wicked looking dagger. Just imagine that with like hentai effects.
Bro, I know what that
Ew.
dagger is.
Why is that dagger all bent?
Bro,
Shadowfell girls make do.
Uh,
I'm sorry.
oh my
You
god.
could have just said it was part boomerang, you know?
It is part boomerang. But continuing. Yeah, you go downstairs for breakfast, and the people who were in the bar last night are the same people who were here. They look like they haven't moved. You see one of these people just... He looks like a frame of a human, and he's just drowning in some gin and tonic.
Tonic here.
But you see this twisted man look over to you, and he says, "Good morning."
Morning. Thanks for the breakfast.
My pleasure.
Okay. So, is it okay if I grab it for other people and just bring it up to them?
Go ahead.
Okay. I also look out the window to see how this is going. Is the
She's
fight
just
still happening?
outside still.
That is true. She appears to still be outside, but there's a different group of monsters assailing her than the ones before. And she's just kind of spinning.
Spinning.
She
Fair
looks like
enough.
she's been spinning all day, all night before you got here. She's spinning. This breakfast, it appears to be this kind of moldy looking oatmeal. No flavoring to it, just ground up oats and barley. Mixed in with the water here, you've noticed, is sort of this sickly, almost oily type green. It looks barely drinkable, and this oatmeal appears to have been made with this water.
Nasty.
You
I'm
said
not hungry anymore.
breakfast.
I'm gonna be nice to the bartender though. He seems nice.
Breakfast is free.
Thank you so much. And I take 6 bowls of the oatmeal up there.
Oh my god.
That was literally all the oatmeal he had. I really wasn't
He
expecting.
made enough of us. That's it.
I honestly wasn't expecting those 6 to go. That is the same.
Says bone apple.
He said Connor
Bone
until
apple
breakfast.
tea.
Only
Oh,
has
you
enough to
should've-
serve 6 people.
He should have made more because there's himself, the other patrons, and then us.
I'd
that
be
came
surprised
in.
if the hollow eat.
Those are the
Bone
same.
apple teeth.
Those are the same 6 bowls that have been there for a while.
Okay, I brought everyone breakfast. Don't eat it.
Bone apple teeth.
Yeah, Yenfer is fully still trying to get his second long rest in. Oh.
Yo, is Yenfer
It's
not
not
here?
gonna happen.
Yeah, so I'm guessing you guys gathered in one person's room or another.
Yeah, I guess we could just go into Ress's room.
Since he is identifying the dagger or whatnot.
Yeah.
It only takes what, 2
Minute?
minutes with rituals? I don't remember how rituals work.
I think it's
Minutes.
10.
Minutes.
10.
Then so yeah, plenty of time to have been done by the time he gets back up, balancing 6 bowls of gross oatmeal.
Yeah, so after finishing this spell, you, well, one, you know this is a dagger of venom. When you make an attack with it, a creature must save DC 15 con or take 2d10 poison damage and become poisoned for a minute. And it can't be used that way until the next nightfall.
The fuck?
And also, you notice that this dagger has some sort of teleportation runes on it.
Okay.
It did just kind of appear next to my head. I kind of feel like I should grab it. Does anyone object?
So Rusk
No,
is gonna.
you found it.
I haven't even described it yet.
Yeah. What's going? Okay.
Oh, and Suresk, while you were casting Identify, since you were holding the dagger with the silver shiny tongs, the property of these tongs is they allow you to pick up any substance, and that means any substance in the entire known universe. And if it has a harmful effect, you will not be affected by it if you can pick it up with the tongs.
Alright, you can bet those are going in the bag.
Okay, you said if you can pick it. I was like,
But,
you could
anyways.
pick anything.
Like you couldn't pick up,
Yeah,
a
I get it,
cursed broadsword. Unless you could.
Guess
I
I
don't know.
Make a dexterity check.
It's not your Dollar General, plastic tongs. These are heavy duty.
This man just stole from a fucking creepy Spider-Man.
Yeah, so Rusk is gonna go. He's gonna first take the bowl of grit. You said grits?
Oatmeal.
That was oatmeal.
Oatmeal. Okay.
We ain't got Southern charm. These ain't grits.
Yeah, he's not really looking as he gets ready to describe. He puts a spoonful in his mouth. He goes, "Yeah, so that's gross." Okay. Oh God, that's gross. Anyways, I don't recommend that. But so the dagger, it's a bit poisonous. I can tell you that much. You can probably do some good damage if you stab someone with it. As far as I can tell, it has about 1 charge of that. You know, you can probably get a good stab in, but it's gonna take some time to get it back. And you see these runes here? Yeah, those are some form of teleportation runes. I'm not too sure how it functions yet, but they're there. You said yeah. I don't know what y'all want to do with it. He's just kind of waving it around with the tongs.
I don't want it.
I have no idea what we're doing, so maybe a teleporting dagger is useful?
Bro, I forgot Eli was here.
I'm just gonna go grab it.
I
Hi,
thought
Eli.
that was the I'm not gonna lie.
The crooked man walks through the door.
Yeah! I was gonna say, like,
I don't want that shit.
Y'all still
Peeking around the corner.
Y'all still got my tongs.
what
No.
dogs?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Chris, can Belladonna have spent the morning while everyone else is figuring out the dagger, trying to use the staff of bird calling to talk to Cardi?
Go ahead and roll me an animal handling check.
Mm.
And expend a charge in your staff of bird calls to roll with advantage.
You got
Okay.
wisdom, right?
Oh, that is wisdom.
That is
Oh, that
wisdom
makes me
based.
feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got real sad. I thought it, for some reason I was like, oh, that's charisma. Oh no.
Oh no, a charisma roll.
Oh,
And for advantage,
Oh!
someday, Cardi.
So with a 10, which is, kind of a give or take, a mixed success there. Cardi looks horrible. Like, the glimmer that is usually in Cardi's eyes is not there. She is here physically. And she looks at you, start making these, okay bird noises, and she kind of softly, and almost if a bird could sound despaired or depressed, just
Already failed her save last night? God damn.
already failed her save.
No.
What do I mean? Cardi was affected by Death's Touch. No, I'm kidding.
Don't even have that. Push my mind.
But yeah, that's all you get out of Cardi.
Okay. Cool.
And she does appear a little drained of color too. She's not as bright and
I give Cardi a piece of a ration.
she takes it, goes back in that little cubby pocket thing. The void Cardi returns to, and
Yes.
you hear her munching a little bit.
The void.
Like a grown man.
Cardi's a grown ass man.
Absolutely not.
This poor bird, she's been stuck with you fucks for so long.
Cardi could have
Yeah,
left
I'd be
many
forgetting.
times.
She could have flied away as much as she...
I asked her every time as Apate if she wanted to fly away whenever we were in danger. He was given choice.
But yeah, going back to this dagger.
Put my grubby mitts on it.
You put your grubby mitts on it. You disgusting slimy boy.
Well, let's not go that far.
And you grab the dagger, and there's almost you almost get a sense of familiarity with this dagger. Scratch.
My father?
You can't quite tell, but you feel like this isn't the first.
That wasn't a no.
You, you feel like this isn't your first time encountering this dagger.
I've seen this before. Why have I seen this before?
Is this something that... Wait, I forgot. Does Ceres know about the demons in your eyes? No, I don't think I do.
Mm-mm.
No.
Never mind. Scratch anything I was about to say.
Can I? I always forget this. Can I speak to the demons that are in my eyes?
Yeah, you can speak to them. They can speak to you.
Do y'all have any idea what this thing is? Because it looks super familiar. And it teleports and it poisons.
You begin. Are you talking out loud or are you talking in your head?
Talking out loud.
Okay. So Scratch is talking to his eyeballs.
It is now canon that I have never spoken in my head when I speak to these demons.
That's
And you,
Well, they're devils.
you hear one of the devils say, "Ooh, Scratch. Ooh, you sound like hell. Are you okay?
Bad joke. No.
You're not." And what are you asking about, Scratch? Look at it. We can't see it. You're looking
Okay,
at. Look
stare
up. You're
at the
looking at
dagger.
you're looking at the floor. You look up to the dagger.
No, I bring the dagger down.
Oh, okay, never mind. You don't raise your head. We can see it now. And you hear another demon go, oh, and a third go, oh, haven't seen that for a while. What are you talking about? I haven't been around long enough. This is a new voice for these demons. One of them says, where'd you find that?
It just kind of hit a door behind me, and then I picked it up, and then it started doing the opposite of glowing, in the night.
What's the information this dagger was to you?
Do I have a way to give you like a gold piece?
I mean, yes, but I was thinking something a little bit more for information.
2 gold pieces.
Fine. You say that 2 gold pieces disappear from your pouch. It's
Okay.
and
You have a hard bargain.
one of these devils say, "Really, that's all you're going to charge him?" And the other one says, I mean, this knowledge isn't worth too much to us, and hell, it might be fun to watch how he reacts." The third says, "This is the dagger that cut you from your mother's womb and condemned her to servitude to your father. This, of course, was before she was sent to that nasty realm." Excuse me.
Okay, like...
As a person, no. As a demon,
Okay.
yes.
I thought that was in character.
I was like, did he die?
God.
This man died on the mic.
You have to forgive my associate. He has this nasty cough. There's something going around here in hell.
Oh, I hear it's really communicable. Y'all should be careful.
We're trying to stay 6 feet apart, but we're stuck in your small head, you little stupid brainlet.
No.
I didn't mean that, by the way.
Thank you for apologizing.
But I guess I'll continue the story since he appears to have died of the plague or consumption, one of the two.
Look at that, dropped it.
Maybe.
That's gonna start stinking in a while, Scratch. You might want to watch your breath. But
You
no.
seriously thought this was like a you just see through my eyes?
No, we're in here, buddy. You feel me scratching at your brain? No, but to continue with our little story, this dagger was the dagger that cut you out of your mother's womb. I don't know why womb makes me want to cough and die. My trigger word. And it was hers back when she was a warrior for the Dominion. before she met your father.
Okay. Y'all, the knife's fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scratch, what was all that?
Oh, yeah, Ceresk, you weren't there. We went to hell, and instead of selling my soul, I sold my eyes. So there's devils inside of my eyes. I thought it was... they just saw through them. No, I have now confirmed that they are in there, and this knife was used to cut a cesarean section into my mother.
Ceres pulls out a piece of paper, writes on it real quick. Insane demon boy. Puts it
Does
up.
anyone want this dagger? Because, well...
Do you plan on
I mean,
stabbing
I
people
think
with
you
it?
should hold on to it. It might. You've been looking for your mother, right? Maybe it'll help you find her.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It could be useful. It doesn't seem like it wants to actively kill you.
I mean, yeah, it's better than a short sword.
Might as well try it, right?
Yeah, okay.
Are you done letting us see, by the way?
I thought y'all got to control when you did that.
I mean, yeah, but like, it's courteous to ask.
That is true. Thank you. I am done.
Alright, going back to the dark now. Bye.
Have fun in there.
And another one from the floor says, bye. And demons' voices in your head go away.
They were much happier and gayer whenever we weren't in the Shadowfell.
I forgot they were gay. But continue.
I
Yeah,
thought he meant happy.
sure.
Both. Okay, so, yeah, so it has the poison. Otherwise, is it just a normal stat block for a dagger?
Yeah, normal stat block for a dagger, and it also has the added effect of, here, I'll just send it to you. In general.
Okay.
I'm just editing my infusions real quick.
And things I do want you to note on is that this poison blade was the blade that brought you into existence, so to speak.
That's the main thing.
You cut out there.
So this dagger is basically the first thing I saw as a living thing.
Yeah.
If you
Okay.
get to.
Well, I guess I have a dagger.
Nice.
Nice. You guys still hear this laugh and sounds of a fight outside.
Can we look out
We've
the window
already-
and see it? What?
You have any idea
Yeah.
which way we should be going after this?
Probably her way.
So you guys are on the second floor of a building if you want to look out the window. Maybe get a better...
I'll
Yeah.
look out the window, then I'll answer Belladonna's question after that.
Okay. So... what do I want to say here? Looking out the window, you begin to see this brutal, desolate, sort of perverted inversion of the material plane. But you're looking out to a city. It's this muggy, gray city with twisting alleys. You can't see too much, but from what you can imagine, what you've seen so far, that's kind of what you see stretching for you. You see the sky is dimly illuminated with a very, very faint gray light that breaks through the clouds. Sort of against those clouds and this gray light, you see these dark shadows of flying creatures silhouetted against the overcast. Anything else I want to know? You notice all these ramshackle buildings that almost appear to be, including the one you're in, sort of inverted towards the street, as if the buildings themselves were trying to listen in on the whispers of passerbys. But notably, what you see far through the city is a clock tower that has this steady line of light gray light extending from the top of it into the clouds, creating this almost swirling mass of low turbulent sky.
Okay.
Chris, did you say that this town was like familiar to us? Did you say it was like an inverted version?
Yeah, this town I would say would be a familiar since you guys spent a lot of time in its counterpart.
Okay.
Hello?
Are we going out the back door again, guys?
Man.
Oh, PJ couldn't hear us, I think.
Too.
Okay.
The demon who was talking to most, by the way, Scratch, was the voice I do for another character I play.
I'm gonna go grab a snack.
My Thursday night campaign.
I still need to catch up on that. It was really good the first episode, and I just
Oh no, not well.
work from home
Actually,
has destroyed my podcast schedule.
I've actually stopped running that Thursday night campaign. Lost Gods, The Plague in You. Yeah, it had to go. We had a lot of players who, because of this quarantine stuff, they worked like full jobs, and we're just having issues with scheduling. And I was like, it's fine.
Damn.
Yeah, it sucks. But I am running a new campaign on Thursdays that will be streamed, and that's called Fuck the Bullywugs.
Fair enough.
Not in relation to NADPOD, but they were in this dark, miry swamp where they fought some bullywugs.
Chris, I think I'm an episode away from finishing it.
Oh my god. Vardy's back.
Oh, hello. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We heard you before too, but like you couldn't hear us, I think.
No, like my phone. My phone was doing stupid. I couldn't hear anybody, so yeah.
Right when you left, Bev was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a snack."
So we're waiting on Bev still?
It seems like it.
Alright.
Hey, what's a good name for this dagger? I'm putting in the stat blocks and everything.
Yeah, I call it penumbra.
Penumbra.
It means pitch black.
Oh, penumbra poison.
It's gonna be the Penumbra Shiv.
As I just took like a 100-question astronomy test this morning, and you said penumbra, all I thought about were like sunspots.
Disgusting.
Because the penumbra is like the dark outer part of one.
Yeah.
I think I got that question right.
The only thing Yenfear is inspecting is the back of his eyelids.
Gotcha. Wait a minute.
Wake your ass.
Your ass.
Oh, I'm getting these too long rested.
No, you're not.
You're not sleeping 16 hours straight. Okay, I need to fill up my coffee thing real fast.
Drag me.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Just gotta play a high elf. Just gotta play a full elf. 4 hours.
Oh my god, that'd be so good. A double trance.
It's 2 trances for the price of
Damn,
one.
Bev, right when you came back, Chris went.
Right when you came back, Chris left to do some coffee.
That's fine.
I kind of want to get this woman to travel with us. Gotta speak to her ass.
Hmm.
Yeah. Need some more muscle in the crew.
D4.
What? Is there a lack
We
of
do.
muscle in our party?
Looks around at the limp noodle fucks we travel with.
You gangly bastards.
I'm gonna pretend like you didn't mean me because I'm not in that room.
Yes, you are. Bro, we about
Not
to
in
leave
that
Luther
room.
behind.
Soreska's pretty ripped, honestly.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Soreska's like missing a leg.
Yeah, give me a different
He's
character sheet,
missing
Chris.
an
I'll have to play
arm.
her.
but the rest of him is pretty fucking jacked.
But like muscle mass all around is lacking because of that. If you think about it.
Wow.
But okay? You also got to remember, there's a fully metal mechanical arm replacing that arm.
Should have made himself a mechanical tail.
Weak.
Does your armor have a tail on it?
That shit
Yes,
would
it
be
does.
kind of tight. Yeah.
Oh, Bev's back. That's the voice I'm hearing.
No,
Yeah, you were talking
no,
to him.
I'm
We're
trauma.
doing
Actually.
great.
I'm trauma. Wait.
Hell.
Oh, hey guys.
I'm the patron of a demon.
I murder the guy behind the counter. In the middle of the
Please
night.
don't.
Crooked man.
Oh?
No.
I kill crooked men in the middle of the night.
I kill the
Sounds
party.
crazy. No. No. Alright, anyway.
No.
You guys headed out? Or are you gonna go through the front to where this
I'm
woman
going
is?
to answer Belladonna's question and just say, I don't know where we're going. I just asked Helm in the middle of like us walking to see if it's hot or cold or not.
We want to go to the interesting clock tower just to make sure that's not it.
Do you want to pray to
Before you-
Helm? Or, sorry to cut you off.
You're fine.
Yeah, we could visit the clock tower, but I gotta do my morning prayer real quick. And she
pray?
leaned up against the bed.
You pray?
Yes, I pray.
You go to pray and you
No,
hear
don't mind if I just like
you hear the sound of like a broom hitting the ceiling of the room before you start to pray, and it's the crooked man, and he yells up to you, gotta be out of there by 10 minutes, or it's another 5 gold for the day. You better not be praying up there. We don't do that here.
Stands up.
But no, I'll let you finish off with the prayer.
this is the only policy Barney respects, and it's like it's totally against it.
I heard somebody's knees on the floor, and I've got to,
Policies are
I gotta
policies.
stop it.
But you go to pray, and what do you say to Helm?
Helm, what the fuck are we supposed to do now? Please help me.
Sending up that prayer, you get a message back. It takes a while, and to everyone else in the room, you're kind of just sitting there mumbling, repeating these words over again, until you eventually get a response. And it sounds very broken up. Like this is like sometimes you've only got a message from Helm, not a voice thing, like a sign. But this seems like one of the weakest messages you've got from Helm, and he says to you, remember, quest, go the light.
She looks up and she's like, "Are you fucking with me?"
We haven't got good signal here.
She stands up. She's like, "All right, that's the best we got."
The thing that's killing me is that Chris said that you're repeating and mumbling words, and what you said was, "What the fuck are we doing here?"
What the fuck are we doing here?
What's that scene where that person praying was like, "Oh God, the fuck, what the fuck's going on? God, ooh, give me strength, Lord. What the fuck is going, God?" Yeah, that's just your prayer. Go.
No, she stands up and she turns around and says, he just said go towards some light because we have terror. I cannot reach him here, I guess."
Well, I mean, the clock tower has light, so...
Yeah, we can start there. We do have to walk past that lady and under the front door. So
Got back.
We should probably at least say hi. I said hi yesterday.
Why do we have to
Probably. She seems busy enough to not instantly want to kill us.
Yeah.
She seemed willing to talk last night.
Yeah.
Tersely.
So this is what Alpha Squad does. Get the memo. I know I sent you the paper the other day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And she pulls out a sheet of paper and she notes, Rule 25. We usually help out people randomly whenever.
So you lied.
What are you lying? What are you
You
talking
said you said you
Vardy,
sent me
have
that.
you been writing
Vardy,
down other rules? Am I supposed to
Vardy.
know rules?
Vardy, you just said you sent that to me.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
in your
And
hand.
she
was sleight of
reaches
hand
behind
trick.
your ear. Yeah, exactly. She reaches behind your ear, and she's gonna do a magic trick and pulls out the second piece.
You think I'm dumb?
Why are you wasting paper on this? Paper's so expensive, Vardy.
You think I'm dumb?
I didn't say you were dumb.
I'm
There's
not
no
a
PJ
child. I'm not a
PJ
child. That trick doesn't work on me. You didn't
What?
give me that.
Yes, I did.
No, you did.
You call me a liar?
I ain't calling you a truther.
I ain't never lied a day in my life, son. I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna need you to. All right. Now here's your fucking paper.
Yeah.
Shut
I
your
read it.
chest.
What's it say?
I'll tell you later.
That's not how reading works.
No, I'll tell you later.
No, what's it say?
No, there's
What are the
25
other
rules,
24 rules, Vardy?
Too many rules.
So Resk holds a piece of paper. He looks at it for 2 seconds. Bitch, this is blank. And he turns it around.
Hey, if it's blank, can I have it? Paper's great. I love not paying for it myself.
Alright, fuck it.
I like taking notes. You see,
Well,
I like to write down the.
Hey, she yanks the paper out of your head.
You would probably rip it if you did attempted that.
I'm not gonna rip the paper.
Both you make straight.
If you're yanking it, you would definitely rip the paper.
I mean, paper back then would have likely been made out of like animal leather, so it might not rip.
Welcome to the Middle Ages. Our paper is made out of animal shit.
Oh my god.
That's gross.
I'll just give Belladonna the sheet of paper. I'll say I made a one rule, and that's it. That was
Thank
it.
you.
She lied.
She stores that piece of paper.
She does quote air quotes a lie.
You said you sent me a memo yesterday. Won't there?
The connection's bad down here.
Yeah, connection's bad. Sorry, sir. Alright, anyway.
Like old
Shut
dial-up
up.
noises.
Shut up.
I'm a man of science. This make you're.
Alright. So are we helping the lady or not? That is the.
I vote we avoid.
I mean, she doesn't seem to need our help.
So why intervene?
You guys helped me, and I appreciated that, but I mean, I was in a state.
She seems to be in a different sort of state.
She seems like she's enjoying herself.
She seems perfectly capable.
She's hollowing.
Still don't know what that means.
We don't know what that means, but it's bad. You don't say something is hollow that's good unless it's a building.
Vardy,
Follow ground.
roll me a perception check or a religion check, whichever's higher.
Oh my god. Time to use this plus 15 I got.
Plus what?
Got plus 15 for my perception now.
God,
wait, why are you
hard levels?
We have rogues and bards
yeah,
here.
you
They have
have
high
extra
speed.
You officially have a better stat than me, a bard.
I also, yeah.
It has bard levels.
You have better
Pretty
stats
hard.
than me.
Okay, Scratch, with your 40 HP, we need you to stop.
No, I'm 60.
That's a 25.
25?
Yup.
Whenever Scratch is talking, and you notice that he's not as animated as he usually is. But you notice something else, something like kind of partway up his forearm a bit. You catch a dull purple glow every so often. And of course, Scratch wears these sort of ruffled sleeves, right? Am I wrong in saying that?
No, they're very ruffled.
Very rough. If Ruffles the Chip made sleeves, that's what he's wearing. And but you catch this dull purple glow every so often.
Hey, Scratch.
What?
This might be a little embarrassing for you. Could you take your shirt off for me for a second?
I'm sorry, I don't swing that way.
Man, I don't swing that way either, so I need you to
Bro, I'm
take
trying
your
to see
shirt
the
off.
goods.
Okay. Okay, so I'm shirtless.
Alright, now tell me what I see. Like,
Man, I don't swing that
Scratch-
way either.
Scratch has a Ruffles tattoo.
bro, Suresk's asking, what does he see?
Do you have a tattoo? What about?
I believe it's already been canonically established that Scratch
you
is a
do have
twink.
it.
I believe that was a
Yeah.
discussion the demons had at one point in his eyes.
Devils. Okay, okay.
He's a twink, as
Okay.
they say.
Thanks
Let's-
to the fighter levels, I'm like 30% of the way to twunkiness, but
He's not a twink yet.
not yet, only
He's
30%.
working it. Okay,
Twunk
he's getting
in
Yeah.
progress. That's fair.
And as
So
far
he's
as
like-
the tattoo questions, one of my friends from Burrito was a tattoo artist,
Right.
but I was such a wimp to pain that I literally have like a dot on me.
Oh.
It's just kind of a large dot, like the very start of a tattoo that was never finished.
Well, get ready for this, Scratch, because something you didn't notice, but Vardy saw, and now everyone can see, is on your forearm there appears to be this circle. Imagine this is purple, of purple flame, and the center of which what color is Madabao's skin? We've never talked about that for a tiefling.
It's red.
It's red. In the center of this purple flame encrusted circle, you see this sort of skin looks almost dark red, scabbed almost, and black in places.
I poke it.
Not that.
Scratch, when he pokes it, it feels very numb.
You'll know.
Yeah, that doesn't seem normal. Okay, what has changed recently? Everything. Okay. I have no idea.
Can I make like a medicine check to see like what either like I guess medicine for now.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me medicine.
I just want to like
Actually, make a roll 2d20. One of them's medicine, one of them is religion.
okay. Okay. The medicine check is a god damn, that's a 26.
Okay, and the religion?
Oh. That is also no, that's a 25 for the religion check.
Okay, so with the medicine part of the check, you notice that this skin appears to be dead, and it's not like he hasn't been doing his like face care routine dead skin. Like this skin is dead, the flesh is dead, and with this religion check, this is some sort of branded curse.
You been doing any more deals behind our backs, buddy?
2 gold to the devils to tell me about the knife, and that's about it.
Now put your shirt back on, please. Ugh,
Okay.
it's nasty.
Now this thing isn't like massive, but it's about the size of a Pringles can lid, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it
like
should-
a real bad case of ringworm that's also zombified and dead.
You have been branded, my good sir. You were someone
Oh,
else's
boy.
property, even more so now.
I bet it was the knife.
But
Ceres, did you mention a teleportation thing?
I did mention it has teleportation runes on it, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna throw the knife out the window.
I'm not sure about. Oh, okay, he threw it. Okay. Oh God.
Which window?
There's multiple windows.
Side window.
Okay, so not the one towards the fighting.
Oh, I'm gonna drop that over here.
Dude,
I have
got
enough of
ruffles
myself
in this
around right now.
world.
What do you mean? Of course they've got ruffles. But what was that, Scratch?
Yeah, I don't want to start a fight right now.
Okay, so just throwing it in out a side window, the dagger seems to just crash through the window. Of course, crooked man downstairs yells back up, or somberly says slightly louder than his normal voice, 2 minutes. And This
Oh.
this dagger seems to be gone.
Yenfear runs and goes searching through the rooms because he heard a window crack.
That's that.
Oh, Yenfear's been missing all day. What the fuck?
Guys, is something wrong? Why is everyone in one
Oh
room?
my
Oh, there's
god,
a
we almost
broken
left.
window.
We almost left you.
We should probably get moving.
Yeah, we should
What?
get moving.
What's the plan? Where to?
We're gonna walk to the clock tower. We're gonna assess ourselves from there, and then we also, I guess, we're avoiding the lady outside.
Yeah, that seems like a smart plan.
Chris, was there ever a clock tower in the gate where?
Yeah, there was.
But this one extends like far into the sky, right?
Yeah, so the clock tower in the gate was small potatoes compared to whatever this is. You want to fight?
She's like, oh, what's so special about the clock tower? And he
It
looks
has weird
out, he's
light
like,
coming out of it.
Yeah,
oh,
there
and it's
is.
also super big.
It's like a gray beacon extending into the sky.
You know, if that wasn't a sign, I don't know what is.
And
Exactly.
the reason you could see it from the second story building is because the way up to it, it's all uphill.
Oh.
So I can see by the way the glass is broken, you guys threw something out. What was that?
Don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
Yenfear, are you looking out that
It's
window?
fine.
Yeah?
So, looking out the window where the dagger was thrown, it's just this barren alley, the other side of sort of the matching alley to the one you guys appeared in. There's, a couple things there. There's piles of trash. You see what appears to be some rodent biting on it, and you see this hollowed out man sort of laying there absent-eyed. But you don't see a dagger.
Did you guys throw trash out, or did you punch the window?
Scratch through the dagger. I spent my precious time identifying.
Oh, the one that he got yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teleports.
There's not one outside.
I said there's teleportation runes on it. I did not say it teleports.
Look, we didn't know it didn't.
It's a teleporting.
But you didn't know how to activate it, if even. Soreska's
Well,
rubbing his temple.
sometimes you don't know things and you do them anyway, and that's life.
Well, it's
That's
not
why you ask
outside,
questions.
and this is kind of eerie. Good thing I woke up and we can go, right?
We should get moving before we get charged more gold.
Yeah, or if that dagger comes back.
Let's walk and talk, and I'll go down. Let's not going downstairs.
I'll go
So
out the
what?
window.
It was that lady you stacked. Oh, Soreshi gone out the window.
Go out the window.
You know what? Tally-o!
So
And then
those-
Jennifer also jumps out with him.
Those of you who go down the stairs, you see at the base of them is the crooked man standing there in his raggedy garbs, and he's looking at you, his head tilted to the side, and he has his garnered fingers outstretched towards you, and his face is pretty emotionless. Besides his piercing blue eyes, and he says, "Keys, please."
I'll toss him the keys.
Hand him the keys.
He pockets them without a word. I don't know how much it's worth, but good luck.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That's actually the only good luck we've gotten in a while. That's very motivational.
I mean, not dying on the way to getting here was fairly lucky.
And you guys saving me was the most luck I've had in a while.
Ah, your luck's turning around, Eli.
Oh yeah, it's on the bright side.
Oh, that's sad if this is the bright side.
Yeah, everything's getting better.
Actually, I'm not
Can we
gonna
go?
finish my sentence. Let's just go. Yeah.
See you around, I guess.
Ceres, taking kind of long to come outside. Did we make the right choice of jumping out the window?
The inn explodes.
Oh!
Yeah, so Risk looks back at the smoldering remains. You know,
What's that Nicki Minaj song? Yikes.
maybe I put too much black powder in it. No, but yeah, they are taking a bit long, but I mean, they could be just talking.
Not the bad.
Oh, look, there they are.
But yeah, you guys are all outside the back of this tavern, and you still hear the fighting from in front of it.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully she doesn't die.
Clock tower time, everyone.
Yeah, what is the clock? Can we go to the clock tower now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, gotcha.
Leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yennefer's gonna play with his rapier, definitely.
What the fuck?
It's some blood and stuff.
Oh, this is really neat, actually. This fits right into the incarnate universe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shut the hell up. I didn't make these maps, of course, because I'm not.
Oh, really?
I'm not skilled like people.
You're not
Yeah.
Wizards of
Not Wizards of the
Monster?
Coast. Yeah. This not from this
Chris is
Shadow
Wizards of the
the
Coast.
Shadowfell source book. But yeah, again, these crooked buildings that lean towards the street, almost like they're not quite structurally sound. But who's gonna check up on the build code? Yeah, you guys heading out the back. You go for a piece uninterrupted. The black cobbles that you guys are walking on are wet with again this oily green water. And as you guys walk, you see people sort of laying on the side of the street every so often. And whenever you do pass, is anyone carrying any light or anything? Because it is quite dark out.
I have a dancing light spell that I can just kind of throw at will.
Okay. So with this dancing light spell cast out, every so often these people sort of reach towards your light because, like the candle that was didn't seem to have the will to illuminate the room. Your lights aren't so. They still emit a very vibrant, bright light to the area. And they seem to be reaching for it, but they don't quite have the energy to make it there.
Yeah, I'll shower sparks over like the sides of us as we walk by with prestidigitation.
They think you're gods. But you guys continue, and you get to this kind of cross in the road. And as Yennefer is sort of throwing out sparks and Madabao is casting dancing lights, you hear a man's voice say, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Giving people hope like that.
Oh.
What do you
In
mean
front of
giving them
us.
hope?
I can. Who are you? Looking at you see these piercing eyes looking at you from the darkness. You can't make out his face besides the bottom half, but he has this very taunt skin and thin lips that barely cover these very wide and I want to say white teeth, but they're not a healthy white. They're sort of that sickly white color. And he asks, "Who are you to be asking that?"
Who are you to be asking me?
This is about to sound edgy as fuck, but I'm nobody.
Eat.
How'd you end up here?
Same way everyone else ends up here. Come here for something. By the time you get ready to leave, you don't know what it was.
How do...
Oh, that sounds not great.
Well, how did you get here in particular?
It's a good question.
It's been too long?
Think it was for gold, glory, you know the type. Venture. Now I'm just here to warn people, I guess.
I mean, we're kind of trying to get out of here rather quickly, and we haven't forgotten yet, so maybe there is hope.
Good luck, and you better do it fast, because I've seen some of these hopeless souls walk around in a circle. They scream of progress, and they're almost there, and they haven't moved an inch from where they started.
That's very depressing.
But
Well, you know.
as you say, you're different.
Different's a bold word. We don't know that for sure.
So you were an adventurer.
Yeah,
Why did you stop?
I don't know. This place is...
Why not try again?
Should check on his knee.
You want to check on his what?
Knee.
It has an arrow through it, Scratch. You happy now?
Thank you so much.
happy?
I mean,
You know, why don't, if you've got nothing to do, why don't
I'm sure. What's your reason for being here, if you remember?
We're kind of trying to bring a god back.
Oh, there ain't no gods here.
Vardy looks up. Oh my god.
yeah, no, this is just a stopover to where we're going.
You know what? If anyone wants to come, follow us if you want.
Wait.
And then,
Oh,
You're
Yeah.
leaving the Shadowfell.
we're trying to.
trying.
Like, we're just passing through. We're not here for anything. We're just here to leave.
You see his eyes flash with something. Curiosity, maybe, interest, this hope. Who knows? And he says, trying to escape. I wouldn't say that too loudly.
Oh, what?
I-
Well, that sounds a bit ominous, mate. Why would you say that?
Well, there's a heavy price to getting out of here. And if you can, a lot of people would like your place. They'd be willing to sacrifice anything you're not willing.
Great.
So, what kind of heavy price are we talking about here?
Like an arm, a leg,
3
my
gold?
ass, my butt cheek.
About 3 gold.
Oh, okay.
About 350.
For once in our life, we can afford that.
All right, is that shade?
how many
Is that a
do you
read,
want this
PJ?
I got your ass.
Uh,
I'm making your players broke.
I'm sorry, my party's
Sometimes you
broke.
get to be broke.
I can't use some of my spells.
Actually, in Chris's defense, we did at one point have over 300 gold, and then we spent it all on ferrymen in a fight in hell.
Oh, you guys did.
All us combined.
Good fight, though.
You guys did buy cake. I mean, you didn't have to buy cake. But
Now we took out a loan.
No,
Waiting on my love.
I don't think I'd like to accompany you, but I'd like to watch if you don't mind. Staying a bit behind, seeing what you do. Hope that's not crazy.
Okay, but if you get killed, that's not on us.
You hear you like
Yeah.
pipe up? Yeah, that's kind of how these guys roll.
You know,
Yeah. I've got too many
However long
asses to
you-
watch.
however long you've been here, what's the real danger that we got to look out for, to expect in the darker corners of this town?
Well, if
Sorry, I
you
just woke up.
you don't look like it, but if you've made it past the vampires and the mist that sucks your blood, and
What the
you've made it
fuck?
past the beasts that lurk in the darkest shadows,
Jeez.
We didn't have to go through any of that.
You've got a way to, a way to kill these vampires and to get rid of these myths and beasts?
well, the only way I've seen it done is by that woman down there beating the shit out of them whenever they get close. That seems to work.
I told you. I didn't say that.
But
I didn't say
I
that at
think we
all.
should double back and maybe get a bodyguard.
but
Just real quick.
I don't think those monsters will be the biggest of your troubles here. I think the biggest monster here is... It's what this place does to your mind. And
Sure seems like it.
right as he
I think that's just a load of
finishes...
hoopla.
Right as he finishes that, you see him pause for a second, and he's still half shadowed. The light just barely touching his face, and you see these thin lips. They go slack, and his jaw follows, and his body continues, and you see he falls to the ground. And he has a penumbra dagger in the back of his head.
Oh shit! Was
I look
that
at Scratch.
was that the dagger you guys were talking about?
I just look at Scratch.
Hold on. I'm gonna throw sparks as far as I can in the direction where the dagger came from to see if I can spot anything.
Scratch, can you just pick up your dagger, please? It's inside somebody's head.
If someone would have thrown it, I'm gonna go ahead and like throw sparks into the alley or create a bonfire in that direction where it came from.
Oh, it teleports. And then I just grab the knife and pick it back up.
Yeah, don't throw
The fact about necromancy wizards, they can't learn speak with dead. Fun fact.
Hello?
Yeah, don't throw it.
Why? Where did my beyond go? There we go.
We just killed an innocent man.
That doesn't count. That was
Did you grab the dagger?
yeah, like I feel like I kind of have to, otherwise it's gonna keep flying at people's heads and killing them.
Wait, hold on. So, hold on. I'm gonna definitely throw sparks into wherever the dagger came from to see if I can spot if someone threw it. The answer is doesn't think that it teleports into someone's head.
You do so, and where this guy was standing, you see where he was standing in specifically is this sort of pool of brackish water. Excuse me. And but behind him, what you see is another twisting alley. And just for a second, if you casted sparks right as he fell to the ground, you think you saw the silhouette of someone.
Right, guys. Definitely think I saw something. My rapier is definitely out. Okay.
You want to follow it?
Do you want to follow it, everyone? What do you think? Because, no, I don't think detours are the best thing. Let's just keep an eye out.
Ooh, and it's
Yeah,
Wow.
let's go double back and get a bodyguard. And
Are we that far from the inn, Chris?
you guys are probably 30 minutes away.
Oh, I'm just wondering if you can still hear the cackling. Okay.
Who keeps leaving?
The bot. Nope, never mind, that's Sophie.
Not the bot.
Sorry,
Oh,
Wi-Fi issues for a second.
You're fine.
Sophie's just gone. By the way, someone in the stream, Squidly Doodle, says they're a friend of PJ and Sophie.
Yeah.
Yes.
the
And
stream this time?
they say you guys are great. It's only on YouTube this time. I was
Gotcha,
having some
okay.
issues connecting to Mixer and stuff.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, I
guys.
think she's still watching.
But you guys doubling back to go get bodyguard?
Yeah. I mean,
Group vote.
if she has experience killing all these monsters that man just said, I don't know how to kill them, obviously.
Don't we have silvered weapons?
Yep, let's,
The party?
One person!
Yep, I do, but, let's get more.
Let's say get experience with
Okay.
one person.
Last time I checked,
no,
someone had
okay.
silver tongs.
You know how much damage do they do, Chris? 1d2? Yeah, that's what
3d8 click clack damage.
Damn, you know what I should do? I should cast magic weapon on it.
You should. That is such a the things that artificers can do to stabs and things are just really, or weapons. Yeah. But doubling back, you guys go through the way you came, and as you guys leave this alley you were just in, for a second, you think the man who just fell to the ground dead. You think you see his hand move, and you guys continue.
Probably gonna come back
He
this way anyway.
twitched?
Let's go.
Subtle twitch.
It's
or-
one of those things where your brain registers this happen. It happens, but it also registers it didn't happen. Like, did I really see that or not? Because it's not continuing to
Gotcha.
move, type of thing.
Well, sometimes people
Humble.
squirm when they die, you know?
2 options. Roll D3.
Not
That's what
general.
happened.
That's not overly
Okay, I'm
common
not doing
when people
anything.
die.
Belladonna, expert on death.
She sees a
She
lot of
should
dead
be.
bodies.
She should be.
Yeah.
She doesn't kill a lot, but she sees dead bodies.
Sometimes when I, put a rapier through a brain or two, they... Okay.
Oh, you know,
Yeah,
so
don't
for
even-
you,
don't
it's
even
like the
finish that
effect when
sentence.
somebody's head gets chopped off by a guillotine and they still have like a second of consciousness.
No. Ruffles?
Sorry, that's the token for the big bad evil guy.
Just sing in the background. I was like, why is there a bag of ruffles on this building?
Ruffles did it.
Who do you think? Who do you
Ruffles
think
did it.
threw the dagger?
Ruffles chip bag.
No.
But
It was Cardi.
And you guys double back, and it's about that time of day. So can I have some more wisdom checks,
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
Everyone?
no.
everyone?
Oh, this
I'm
is
none the
gonna be
wiser.
pleasant.
Don't
I'm
worry about
good.
my roll.
Is that wisdom checks or saving?
Oh, I thought Chris's roll
Saving
was
throws.
my roll.
Saving
I thought I
throws.
made it.
Oh.
Oh, you said, oh yeah, with disadvantage?
Yeah, if you still have disadvantage.
I
I
got a
got-
15.
I got a
Uh,
6.
Oh.
I think 15 is the save.
Yeah.
And I'll use
So
a flash. Yes.
Oh!
wait,
Oh.
did Scratch
The
pass
guy-
something?
I got a
passed.
19!
By a lot.
Whoa! Whoa!
He got an 18, guys.
Scratch save.
18 plus 1,
Disadvantage.
19!
But Yin,
Disadvantage.
A good roll for once!
Yes, sir.
everyone who rolled under a 15, I need you to roll me a d12.
Oh, look at that. I want to have a great
A
peachy
D12.
time.
Fuck it. I
Oh,
don't
wait,
want to use my intelligence
Ceresk
thingy.
failed too?
Yeah, I don't feel like using my thingy.
What does a 3 get me? Lucky number 3.
11.
Did you go?
11? Okay, so starting off with Yinfir, as you're walking back to this courtyard where you saw this woman, you begin to hear whispers. You see things in the shadows, and you turn to look at them, and they're not there anymore. Just you think you see a monster about to come above you and dive on you, but you look back, and it's just a crooked pole, and you can't quite tell what's real anymore.
You guys, you saying something?
And I want you to take this flaw. I'm gonna send it.
Oh wow, that's such the perfect thing for Yenfer to have after he saw something, huh?
And Ceresk, you rolled an 11.
Yeah.
So, Ceresk, so you, again, as you're walking, this place isn't warm. There's no sun, there's no light, and it's eternally cold, and it's a different type of chill than a Reels plane. That was just pure frost, like a, negative 50 type of feel to it. You know what cold is. You've been there. This isn't that type of cold. This is chilling who you are. You feel yourself almost becoming weaker. And go ahead and roll this. And just from that, you lose 11 hit points, and your maximum HP is reduced by 11. And you almost feel anguish from the cold. You're terrified of it, and you don't want to be cold anymore. So I also want you to take this for the time being. What the fuck is your Discord?
Zico.
Chris, did you send over the
yeah,
flaw?
I did. I sent it in your DMs.
Cool.
Also, I just remembered I'm the one with the pendant of warmth.
Oh my
last
god.
So I'm just gonna cure Yenfir's last 2 levels of exhaustion while I'm thinking about it.
I have a pretty bad flaw, Chief.
He's insane.
He's mad.
Noted.
I have disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws that use intelligence, wisdom, or charisma.
Damn,
Yikes.
that's all the good ones.
No, Dex is the other good one. He's not losing out on Dex.
Yeah.
Chris,
Yes.
where are we currently?
So you're back in the courtyard. Well, you're on the you're behind the inn, and you can see the courtyard where she's fighting. There only appears to be 2 more things there, and they look weak.
Okay. And you said I feel cold, correct?
You horrifically cold.
Yeah, just like so. This just kind of suddenly washed over me, correct?
Yeah. Well, it's slowly been sinking into your bones as you've been here. You just now kind of got pulled over completely into the depths of this frozen waste that is your mind.
Okay, so Rusk immediately hits the floor and starts tinkering. You guys see him pull out a pair of boots,
What are
and
you?
he starts working on them.
Okay, tell me what you're doing so I know how long that's gonna take.
I am creating my one of my infusions.
From your rocket boots?
No, not rocket boots.
Okay.
These are a separate pair of boots. They're my bag of holding.
Oh, okay. Yes, the thing.
I have all my infusions just kind of chilling in there.
Let me pull out the rocket launcher.
Where are we in relation to the map on Roll20 right now again?
So you're about you're kind of on this bit. The inn I would say is, let me draw a shape here. The inn is here, and you guys are back down this way.
Guys, I think I'm gonna sound kind of insane, but ever since we came from that part of town, I keep seeing things in the shadows. Do you guys see anything?
No, I haven't noticed anything in the shadows.
Yeah, me either. Yet. Did you get enough sleep last night?
Yenfir, right at that moment, you see, as you're talking to Vardy and Belladonna, you see behind their shoulder is that Kurash? Walking off down the alley?
Guys, real quick, turn around. Do you see anyone that just walked into the alleyway?
Belladonna will turn and look.
Yeah.
Belladonna and Vardy, you see a brick wall.
I turned back.
Yenfir. That's a brick wall. I don't know how to break that to you in a kinder way, but that's a brick wall.
Can I try to feel around the space? Okay, hold on. This is all fluff me, but can Yenford just try to feel around and see if if what he's seeing is real?
So you go to feel to where this alleyway is, and the things you feel aren't the things you see in it. It's almost causing you some sort of mental dissonance. And I want you to take 1 point of psychic damage.
This man took damage. What the fuck?
Oh fuck.
And
Okay.
Vardy, with that religion and medicine check and perception you have passively, you see that both Seresk and Yenfir have a purple glow coming from their arms.
Oh.
But yeah, so this woman, she fells another one of these creatures, and there just appears to be one left.
Can I look at can I monitor the woman to look for the same purplish glow on her body?
So you see her out there fighting, and roll me a perception check.
Okay.
What is their boss music?
I got a 19. Okay, I rolled a 4. That's the funny thing.
So I hate that. So with a 19, you see she is wearing this short-sleeved cuirass, and she has these tattoos going down her arm, and sort of these tattoos are inked in a way that they go around this dark sigil on her arm. But she does appear to have one, but it is a very faint purple. She seems extremely vibrant, as she's sort of soaked in this black blood, and she's covered her face partially with it. And She's just relishing in the fight right now.
Real quick question, Chris.
Yes?
Whenever I saw these things that really weren't there, could I hear any like noises that came from them, or is it just all visual?
You could hear what sounded like footsteps. Like anything that would make that real in your mind, you
Okay.
heard, you saw, you didn't feel.
Okay. All right. Well, everyone, I guess you are my eyes and ears.
Yeah, Yenfir, come here. And Vardy
Yeah.
gestures to you. So she's like, yeah, we're gonna try something new. Just close your eyes, okay?
Okay.
In fear, would you like to not be able to see for a little bit?
Yeah.
Well, that's a very scary question. Also, I mean,
Too late.
okay,
I'm
it's
not
not just
fucking
like.
It would only last a minute.
I mean, okay, look, I can hear
Listen,
things that
you can
aren't
hold.
there.
You can hold my hand. I'm not gonna let anything bad happen to you, okay?
Okay. As long as it's my left hand, because I'll use my rapier with my right.
Okay. I'll hold your left hand.
Okay.
So specific.
You know, I just can't wield it the same sometimes. And like,
Ladonna's
with
gonna
no
walk
deception.
directly behind Yenfir just to prevent any running in that direction.
Okay.
I don't know, Sophie, but when you said do you not want to see for a bit, I was thinking about the wizard you played in that old campaign going blind.
Oh, no, she's still half blind to this day.
Okay.
We left her half blind.
Unresolved.
Just know, guys. Hopefully I don't attack at you guys, because these things seem very real.
But yeah. So what do you guys do?
Oh, I was just talking about blindness and deafness, not a scary spell.
Okay, let's definitely get this lady on our side. She felled that beast, and she has another.
I think we could. Okay.
So, Resk, you still tinkering over there? Guys, is he tinkering, or is it?
I
Okay.
say around now he's probably done. With,
Okay.
At least that's
making-
real.
And he has crafted, or finished rather, the infusion for his Boots of Winterland to try to help with his cold.
And does that give you resistance to cold damage?
Yes.
Okay, so your cold damage is just normal now.
Yes.
That's,
Ooh.
so you did have
Holy
vulnerability to
shit.
cold damage.
Only just
I
recently.
called that shit in my mind. I was like, this bitch gonna be
Okay,
vulnerable to cold damage.
Scratch, are you good? Because. Hello?
Oh, Scratch is cutting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I am?
Oh, you're
Yeah,
back.
Am I
now.
okay?
Fine now.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, no, I was
We
just stuttering.
hadn't heard you talk in a while.
Yeah. Okay.
You're right.
Yeah, no, it's sad boy time.
Sad boy.
All right. More protection, the
Okay.
better. Guys, I don't think I can talk right now. So.
Yeah. I'm just holding Yenfir's left hand, and I'm gonna walk. I guess I'm just gonna start blasting this creature in front of.
Okay, I'll give you surprise on that if you want to just go ahead and shoot off
Yeah, I'm
a
just gonna
spell.
fucking blast it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go crazy, but I'm kind of go crazy.
Go
You can
crazy.
hit it
Go,
with like a celestial burst.
go crazy. Go
No.
stupid.
Come on, man. Radiant damage. Come on, baby.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cast Guiding Bolt at 5th level. That's it.
God damn!
It'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be okay.
You got spell slots, huh?
So
I do have spell slots. It doesn't matter.
you go to attack this thing with this guiding bolt, and this thing it looks to be some sort of slender type humanoid, and even from here you smell this stench of death and rot coming from this creature, and you see this long winding tongue that appears to be licking and sort of flicking at the air every so often, almost like a snake, as it's attacking this woman. And go ahead and roll to hit on guiding bolt.
Okay.
That's how that spell works.
Yeah, I rolled a hit.
30?
So I got a 16.
16 actually hits.
Yay.
The fuck? But another thing to note is this thing does, like, so its tongue, it starts off normally and it extends for about like a foot, and then it splits into two other tongues that go on for another foot. And they seem to coil around each other every so often as these dark tendrils of smoke come off its body. But yeah, roll damage on that.
Okay. Slide.
Wow, what is that?
Shut up.
God, imagine being bad at this game.
That's
Is
crazy.
that thing
Alright, that's 24 radiant
2
damage.
times?
Ooh. Um. Ooh. Hmm. I do want to check something. Yeah. 25, 21. Okay, so between you and this woman, this creature goes down. You let out this bright burst of radiant energy, and you see the cobbles in the house around you just illuminate with the brightest light that's probably ever hit it since the realm was forged by the primordial gods. You see the buildings almost lean away from you. Maybe it's your mind, or maybe they actually did. As this light illuminates the courtyard, strikes into this ghoul of shadow and death, and it dissipates into the void. And it leaves this woman breathing heavily in the middle of the courtyard. She's throwing her head to the side, back and forth, looking around for something else. And she locks eyes with you for a second, and then sort of ignores you and continues looking around the courtyard.
Belladonna, can you watch after Yenfear real quick?
I can watch after Yenfear for a moment, yes.
Okay. Vardy just jogs over to the woman.
Mm-hmm.
It was Vardy.
And I'm going to I'm not gonna get too close. I'm not gonna touch her, but I will cast like healing word on her.
Okay, what do you say? What's the word?
We're here to help you, and we're here to also ask for your guidance through this scary place.
She, breathing heavily, just... That was a good fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, you did pretty good. Like, you kicked
on for a while.
That was what, 2 days, 3, 4? Frankly, I lost count after the 50th body.
I healed her for 9 HP.
You see some wounds close around her, and at this point you notice that she seems very electric, very elevated, but her body tells a different story. She appears like she should be weak. Bird up. Would you... she says, you said something about needing my help. Well, you want something dead?
Yeah, we heard you kill vampires and such.
I've been known to kill a few. I've killed a lot.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like you've been here long enough. You might know your way around this place.
Sure, I've been here a while.
Okay.
Where are you headed? Any place in particular you want to
go? Not yet. I'll let you know.
Not yet. If you don't have a place you want to go now, you're never getting out of here.
The place where the light's coming out of.
Huh? Did we?
Did you? Vardy, did you want to go to the clock tower?
I thought we did.
You're almost second.
We do.
Oh my god, I thought we went to the clock tower. Okay, never mind. Oh, we were walking there. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
My mind didn't register that the man we were talking to was in the middle of an alley and not the clock tower.
I have not been to the clock tower yet.
Then you got fucking brained.
Okay, but yes, she will say we're going to the clock tower.
And why do you want to do that, huh? Is there something you want dead there?
Not dead yet. Just I guess watch our back while we do this stuff.
Sure. Well, what's it worth to you? Little extra protection.
Kind of. I got some money on me. I mean, I don't know how much you're asking.
Some members?
I don't offer blood. There might be some other freaks out there, but
we'll figure it out. Somebody's got something I'd want.
Sure.
By the way you're talking, you're not alone. You didn't come here alone, did you? Most of us didn't.
There's a guy
just standing like
me.
We're all just standing on the very edge,
10 feet away.
She's been like focused on Vardy so hard, and she turns her head just a fraction of a decimal, and she's silly of me. I didn't notice them. They're sitting there in the corner. They're with you, right?
Yeah.
As you said.
Donna, what do you think they're talking about?
I think that you need to just chill for a minute.
Our rogue can't see.
I'm blinded?
No, I have not blinded you.
Okay.
Not
Only
yet.
lasts for a minute. I'm saving it for dire situations.
Yenfer, this is the only thing you can see.
Oh, Ruffles chip bag.
What is that? Oh,
What does it mean?
Blue Freeze original?
I will ask
Original
the
what,
character.
Yennefer?
Let me pull up this image of her real fast for you.
Oh, she's enlarged. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
Oh.
But I will ask this lady, what is your name? What should we call you?
If we're still using names, you're still using names. You haven't been here that long, right?
Yeah, about a few hours.
Back when we
give or take.
still used them, they called me. They called me Nam Littell.
Batel?
What do they call you?
They call me Vardy, as they say in the South.
Excuse me? Oh, wait. I'm not with you, am I?
We
Did
would.
you say you came
Well,
up with me?
yeah,
I
I
thought
did
heard
say
you
that.
say
I mean, the
say
thing
that.
about this courtyard is it does have these bleak, slick cobbles, but besides that, this place is pretty empty, and you'd think sound carries.
Okay.
I gave you a name yesterday. Do you remember that?
Vardy, are you looking at Nimlatel?
Yeah, I am.
You're looking at nothing, as the next thing that happens is Nimlatel is against Manabao's throat with a dagger.
Is it just me again, or did that?
No, that one's real, Scrap.
Oh,
That one's real, Yennefer. That one's real.
Belladonna.
Turn around.
Was it real, Belladonna?
Yes.
Okay.
She has handily passed all of her wisdom saving throws so far. She's fine.
She's pulling back your hair scratch. And what'd you say? I wasn't talking to you, was I?
I think you knew my father.
What's his name?
He has
She presses
more of a
the dagger
reputation
into
than
your
a
throat a
name.
bit. A lot of people have a reputation, but a lot of people are remembered.
I feel like I need to clarify. I'm going to kill my father.
One of those.
And then I show her the knife.
Her face drops a little bit. She lets go of your hair, and she has sort of had this almost giddy behavior to herself. You see, for maybe a fraction of a second, anyone who's looking at her, roll me insight.
Assuming I'm looking at her?
Yeah, I would hope.
I would hope you were looking at the woman I almost left you.
The woman who
God, I
had you.
laughed so hard.
I had you there.
She's kind of rad, but kind of scary. Good
Oh, I got a good insight.
Let me see them rolls. 6.
Guy's got a 20, bro.
Okay. Yenfer, is that Kura? No, we're not doing that again.
Stop that right now.
We're stopping that. So with a 20, you see when you mention the dagger, do you show it to her? Or
Yes.
Okay, I'd imagine you have it out, and she's had this sort of giddy nature. She's been laughing between her words. She's been kind of high strung a bit, and you see for a second it almost looks like her soul leaves her body. Scratch and Vardy, you see that purple mark on her arm become where it was this almost imperceptible purple light. It glows to almost what you would consider in this world an inferno. And she stumbles for a bit. She falls to the ground, and almost as if her wounds and tiredness are gonna sneeze.
That's 9.
Is catching up to her, and she's on the wet cobbles. Who are you?
My name is Marabo Scratch.
No, who are you?
I think I'm your son.
And now you're trapped here with me.
I step in front of Scratch to put like some distance between me and her, like them two. I just step in front of them real quick. Like, we're not gonna be in here that long. We're actually trying to
I
leave.
said that too.
Well, you're here alone.
Yeah.
You don't have people to lean on to help you, so.
When you say that, it's almost ironic because she's sort of this black obsidian blade that she's been fighting with. She's sort of implanted into the ground a bit. And she's desperately leaning on that when you say that.
Scratch, this is actually your fucking mom.
She says, "You're right. I don't have anyone to lean on."
Can I actually just walk up to her real quick?
No.
This may require a persuasion.
Go ahead. What are you saying?
Ever since I got here, I have not felt right. I don't think I'm ever going to leave this place.
Don't say that. What the hell? And out of nowhere, you see a shadow beast run from the valley.
I know I'll keep asking, but is that really happening?
No, that you heard nothing.
You see a shadow beast run across the thing. It's just.
Ladonna's still holding your hand. If you try to run, you are dragging her with you.
And her grips definitely.
Here, I'm gonna check the door real fast. Sorry to read for a second. I'll be right back.
Yennefer's using trapeze strength.
I'm here. I thought Chris made that noise. I was like, what the fuck?
Ah, that's a dog.
Yeah.
Like, what type of scene are you trying to say?
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, you're here.
Okay, Scratch, get back into Pressy mode.
Okay.
Sad boy hours. Snap.
Depresso Patronus.
Okay.
It's not coffee, it's depresso.
Damn it, Chris. Okay. I can do this. I literally just broke out of a depressive episode. So I am in a really good mood. Okay, so I basically just go, we're probably not getting out of here. But I've learned a lot of shitty things about one side of my family. If there was even a fraction of a chance that you could get out and you could see this dagger plunged between his eyes, would you want to see that?
You see for a second that old life that was in her when she was still fighting comes back to her, and the light dims a little bit from her mark. Of course.
I'm gonna follow these idiots, of which I am the biggest one.
I was about to say, you see Vardy raise her head?
They're all dumb.
I'm about to slap
Vardy,
the shit out of you.
You got a face tattoo.
That's just saved your life.
It's rough. Still a face tattoo.
And we might be able to pull something off. I've already died once. I'm still walking around. We just got to keep going, and maybe we'll get lucky. That's enough for me. It better be enough for you.
If you guys think you have a shot at getting out of here, then don't worry about payment. And she flashes her eyes to Vardy. I'd give anything for that chance.
Yeah, just don't stab us in the back.
No.
So we have better than a chance. We have half a god.
Who are we talking about?
Don't y'all have like a thing of helm?
Hide the helm.
Hide the helm.
No, Vardy's just like, who are you talking about? like straight up.
Helm. We have the helm of helm.
Oh, you talking about me?
He always used to talk about helm. He talked about all of them, you know.
Damn, did your dad sleep around, Scratch?
Once that I know of.
But
what was your name again?
Nimlatel. My name is Nimlatel.
Vardy reaches out a hand to help her out.
She grabs it, and she sort of has these like long, pointed fingernails, as if she sharpened them to be used as a makeshift weapon in a pinch.
Oh my god!
And
I love your nails.
Oh my god, thanks. They're acrylic. And you reach a hand, but she grabs sort of your wrist and pulls herself up. And you just get the slightest pinprick of blood where these nails sort of stabbed into you a bit.
I love your nails.
And as soon as she's back on her feet, you see the light dim considerably. It's almost back to where it was, that almost imperceptible purple light. What are we waiting for?
Would you like
Let's
not
go, I guess.
laugh maniacally?
I'll try.
Seems more manic than
I just want
maniacal.
you- Yeah, I just want you to like tone that down, and I think we can get on the road. Okay.
Yeah,
And I'll also just keep monitoring everybody's like arms that I know have like purple glow on them and such.
You know, I think my episode's over, right? I don't think I've seen anything.
You still see this bag of ruffles spinning. That's
Just
it.
spooking like a horse at a bag of ruffles.
It makes the cringe crunch sound. And
Following us.
so do you guys get up and continue? And you guys see the crooked man staring at you from inside his tavern.
I'll look at him and I'll do shh. That's it.
He throws up that universal gesture, and he walks away from the inn window.
Gosh. I'm coming for that ass, crooked.
Nobody asked what my name was.
That's his name.
Oh
now,
no,
crooked
my
man.
sheets my notes are incomplete by a whole name now. Oh no.
Okay, guys, and lady,
The stadium.
are we gonna go to the clock tower now?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Yenfir. Can you stop
Yes,
asking
Yenfir.
questions? Do you need me to tell you everything? I know you
What
can't
do you
see
mean?
right now. But
I don't know what's going on. What do you mean? And she's just over here laughing maniacally.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
fear,
for
it'll all
watching
be
him.
okay. Most
What?
likely.
What are you
Just keep going.
I'm seeing stuff, okay? And like, I'm sorry if
You know,
Al-
you're
if we're
seeing things.
still-
You want to not see things? I can make that happen.
I think that's gonna make it very, very hard for me to defend myself.
You're good.
Well, there would be that issue.
I look at some rest. Some rest. Are you ready to go?
It's so cold.
I touch him on the back. It's okay.
Will it be warmer there?
I mean, I got some fire right here, buddy. Like we can light up something.
That would be nice.
All right.
And Mr. Reska, I think doing jumping jacks
Marty just
is
said
like a
she's
great
gonna.
way to try to stay warm.
And
Light
fear,
this
I
man's
believe
ass
you
on
came
fire.
out feeling the worst out of Ariel's realm.
You know, I was feeling great until we stepped out of the alleyway. You know?
Right.
Excuse me. Oh. We continuing, lads?
Yeah.
Into the night. So you
Right into
guys,
the clock tower.
Nimlatel in the front with Vardy, I would suppose, walking alongside
That
you.
sounds fine.
Every so often she glances back at Madabao and the dagger he's holding, I believe, if he's still holding it. And you guys are on a different map than I am. You guys continue through this place and you march uphill for about an hour more. I'm sorry to say this, but can I have another wisdom saving throw? And
I thought you were gonna say I'm in the session here, and I'm like, there it is.
The people who've already failed it don't need to roll. I forgot to mention that last time.
Oh my god, hold up.
Okay.
I got a
It's
nat
just
20
me and
anyway.
Bell. It's just me and Bell.
Just kidding. Good thing I didn't
I have
roll
plus
for
8 to
like
wisdom
3.
saves.
Belladonna's like, oddly
I got-
enough, Vardy and Belladonna are the people Holding out. Okay.
I got a 20.
They both are wisdom. Belladonna's not unwise.
I know that. I just mean like as like characters, like it's like Vardy and Belladonna, like those two are. I could see Vardy,
No,
but
this is the backbone. This is the backbone of our party.
Belladonna just felt sad and depressed since she was like a child.
she
This
is
just
in her
norm.
element right now.
This is just her norm.
Belladonna, I'm sorry to y'all, but I'm different.
And
R.I.P. to y'all, but I'm different.
Yeah.
Rip. So you guys continue, and you're not, assaulted by too many things, and anything that does come up, Nimotel handles it swiftly. And you guys, of course, help her, but I'm not going to say you cast any spells or lose health or anything. But it takes you this full hour to reach the top of this mountain, and you make it eventually to this almost clock tower cathedral.
But it's like bigger though, right?
Yeah, it's like much bigger than this picture.
It's like long void.
It's long void, and again, it has that glowing gray beacon streaking out at the top of it.
On the way, Yennefer's definitely stabbing at walls.
Yeah, Yennefer, every so often you kind of get insulted by a wall or so, and for a second you see down a road hanging from a willow tree the shape of a halfling rogue.
And I ignore that.
And
I know that's not real for sure.
And we continue. And you guys eventually make it here, and you see a couple more of those hollowed-looking people milling about. You really don't see anyone who looks too threatening. But in front of this cathedral, you do see, in a red robe, a man who appears to be of some sort of cloth. Of course, the red isn't a vibrant red. It's not standing out. It's very faded and gone with time.
Nimlotel, do you recognize that man, or since you can't?
You don't remember faces here.
You remember red cloaks, or no?
No, all I know is if he comes at us, he's a dead man. Those won't be the only red things on him.
I like her enthusiasm.
Eli just takes a step back. Just all right. Mike.
Eli, how are you feeling? It seems to have been rough for people.
Eli's been Eli's been making his saves, oddly enough.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Eli.
Eli's been imprisoned for
You
too
know
long.
what? He was
doesn't have
dealing
time for
with
this
ice.
shit.
He just thought he was gonna die from ice. He's alive now. He's living.
Eli doesn't have time for this bullshit.
I mean, honestly,
plus 35 wisdom saves.
I'm vibing out here.
Vardy, the old helm radar going off.
I close my eyes and I try to think. I try to sense a connection to Helm, I guess.
You sense, I won't say directly a Helm connection, but
yeah, just anything.
You sense a very strong celestial presence. I wouldn't say strong, but the strongest you felt here. Like in the material plane, you feel very cut off from the gods. Of course, they have no direct influence. And in Ariel's plane, you could feel something of the gods, and it was somewhat strong, as if they'd graced that land regularly or had some ability to influence it. But here, of all places, where you haven't felt anything and your connection to Helm has been its weakest, you do sense a considerable celestial presence.
Huh. Is it like, would it be in a general direction or like just all over the place?
Directly in this tower that arcs towards the heavens. Again, you guys came here originally looking for access to the trial of the gods.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my angel radars are going off. The clock tower seems to be the right call.
You know,
Worth a shot.
Do you think you can individually fly us up to like a certain point?
She
probably
looks at the
stairs
tower and
inside
she looks back
Yennefer.
at you.
I know it goes on and on.
I'm really unfair. I can only do that for 1 minute a day.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, you definitely couldn't.
I couldn't even manage myself barely.
Are you talking about flying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't reach the top of this tower.
Oh, not the top, just like a certain point. So, you know, to cut away some of the stories we have to climb.
No.
But you know, it's
So
fine.
rest could, but I don't think we should put it through that stuff.
Oh,
You should just
well.
try and get through it.
Is the rest still shivery?
Yes.
Ask.
I was like, why
Higher
did
you
you
go, the
not
closer
say
you are to the
anything?
sun.
So, yeah, you're right. Let's see how we feel on the inside.
Bad.
As you guys are talking, Nimbletail has kind of inched over to Madabao a bit and has whispered in his ear, "Are you feeling okay?"
Aww.
Not exactly. Are you?
She doesn't answer.
Okay.
I love this.
Yennefer's gonna try to walk towards the cathedral. Whoever's holding his hand
We
is
should
gonna
probably
rip
try to
us through the
bond
tongue.
when we get out of here.
Most likely.
But do you guys step towards the cathedral doors?
Yeah.
Sure.
How big are the doors?
Boss battle size.
Oh my god, Yennefer. You want to do something cool?
Sure.
Okay, on my mark, we're gonna kick open the door. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. 3, 2.
Wait,
Oh, wait,
is
wait,
it
so
all
I do want to say
or
something.
all
This guy, if you guys are approaching the door before, this is where I need to interject.
Before you kick this door open.
But
Sup,
you
motherfucker?
see this river. He doesn't seem to be trying to stop you. He's just standing, and the cloak he's wearing, since you are closer, it looks akin to what someone in the like an archbishop would wear, type of thing, or a cardinal type look to him, something Roman, and
Okay.
okay, Roman Catholic.
Thank you.
Let me finish my sentence. It's fine. I'll complete that. I thought it was assumed. But all right. History major.
Only think about the Roman Republic. Thanks.
This is a white tunic. But he doesn't appear to be stopping you. It's this incredibly frail looking man. It almost looks like these robes are draped on him as if someone would put a jacket on a coat stand. And in a voice that sort of betrays his frame, he says to you, "Beware. When you enter there is no turning back. You will have to sacrifice much to continue. Many do not make it, and they are the ones who lay in the streets around you. So you will either pass this challenge or join their ranks amongst the hallowed and depraved."
Cool.
Yennefer's holding up his leg.
Okay, so
and he's
kicking
about
the
to
door
kick
open was the best thing for us to do. That's how the attitude we should have.
Wait,
Could
hold
you-
on.
I'm-
What sacrifices?
So I'm kind of the guy who takes care of the door, and if you could not do that, that'd be cool.
Question,
Okay.
what kind of sacrifices?
I
Please elaborate.
am not aware the sacrifices are different for everyone who trespasses,
You don't.
traverses. I mean, nobody owns this place, for fuck's sake.
You just said you take care of the door.
Well,
Well,
the
he
door
owns
still has
the
to get
door,
taken care of,
Bobby.
even if no one owns it. You
He
know,
Literally squatting
responsibility.
here pretending to be a priest?
What was that?
Are you squatting here pretending to be a priest?
Yeah, where the fuck is your license?
Hey, this guy's gonna start.
Where's your Pope card?
He's gonna start to sound like Tom real quick.
Okay,
I'm
hold
not-
on.
I
This
mean,
guy doesn't even have a Pope card.
do any of you have a license?
Vardy pulls out a license. I'm a licensed priestess.
Oh shit. he looks at it. It's laminated too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Got
I'll
this
have
bad
several
boy a few months
licenses.
That's fucking mint.
Inferiority of your license is real?
Well, they were real to the people who took them from.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
But what sacrifices are? Can you give some
Yeah,
examples?
sure.
Maybe
Sure.
people. Huh? Yes.
He's not going to tell us.
I mean,
I
it
was
doesn't hurt to ask.
I was telling you that all who, I'm putting on my exposition voice again, all who traverse here have different sacrifices. Mine took from me greatly, and yours shall take from you greater.
What was your sacrifice?
It's a very personal question.
It's a good question, though.
It took from me. And you see, pause for a second, and he's been looking at you, and you guys really haven't noted on his facial features too much, but looking at him now, you see this bald man with very hollow cheeks and sharp angular features, and his eyes have a similar look to them as Nimlatel's, these sort of black eyes with no whites or a discernible pupil, and you see as he's talking to you, and you ask him what his sacrifice was. You see he smiles, and when he smiles and you see his face begin to wrinkle and it reaches his eyes, the crinkle in his face, you see when his eyes begin to squint, these black marbles fall from his eyes, leaving hollow voids where they previously were.
Oh, been there, dude.
Yenfer thinks that he's just seeing shit, so he's just like, he's like,
Ladonna's gonna tap him on the shoulder and say,
then.
"That's really unfair. That's real."
Oh,
Sorry.
oh shit. Oh,
Damn.
oh
So
god.
we could lose body parts going in here.
Could you guys find those for me?
No, they're just right in
You're
front
a
of
fake
you.
fruit. I gotta go.
Okay. Yeah. You know, Vadi, I think he wasn't gonna tell us. I think you were right on that.
And you guys go through the doors, and behind you hear some priests like skittering around the courtyard.
No.
like the slow, like the non-athletic kid at recess. He goes to run towards the ball and just kicks it away from himself.
Oh
I thought skittering you meant like he turned spider like. I was gonna throw hands.
I
Gonna drop kick you through the screen. Don't say it. No, we're in the cathedral now. I opened the door. That's it. Not letting you do that. Wait, is everyone okay with that, by the way?
Yeah.
I'm not too hasty. Okay. Alright, Valdi, 1, 2, 3. Let's open it.
I told us not to kick it open. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, I don't really respect him after that. Look,
Still
Belladonna,
a perfectly nice building. We don't need to destroy the door.
Belladonna, I have to keep. Look at my legs.
It doesn't mean you
I'm
have
not
to
that
kick
in
the door.
tone.
Does not matter. You do not have to kick the door.
Belladonna,
Sorry,
he
Mom,
kind
they're
of
always like
bullshitted
this.
us and let us see his
kicking the
eyes
door
fall out.
open.
I'm kicking the door. Okay. On go, Buddy, or on one? On one or on go?
I'll do it on
Scratch.
go.
When you
Okay,
say
go.
that while they're doing that, and you say, "Mom, they're always like this," you see she grabs Penumbra dagger from you and puts it against your neck. Don't say that, not here. And she backs away from you.
Okay, go. Boom.
You guys kick the doors in of this badass ancient cathedral that has stood the test of times, and it falls to the ground. It was made of paper mache. And just okay, but no. So with this sort of echoing thud, you guys kick down the doors to this cathedral, and inside you see a fairly common sight. You see rows. Well, actually, you don't see any pews. You see a glassy marble floor, and about 120 feet down, you see what appears to be an altar. And behind that, you see stands where a chorus would go. But behind the altar and pulpit, you see a twisting staircase that leads upwards. And you guys are still standing outside.
I stand it. I walk in.
Okay.
You know,
Unless Belladonna has something.
Oh, I just was gonna ask if I can do a history check to see if I'd heard any like old myths about this place.
Myth. Yeah, go ahead.
Myths.
Roll.
Scratch is gonna say anything
15?
after the knife at his throat.
15?
Yeah.
So you know a little bit about the creation of the planes and how the Shadowfell works. It's this twisted reflection of the material plane, and this cathedral, you passed by a church and a clock tower that were very close to each other in the city of Negate. And you don't remember too much about those two buildings, but you know that the cathedral was a closed-down cathedral to the god Pelor. It was sort of a merging of the churches of Pelor and Lucendale. And you could tell this from the symbols that adorn the walls to it. In this clock tower, it seemed to be abandoned, and no one really seemed to be going around it. But besides that, you don't remember too much.
Good, we can go in now.
Okay.
I was waiting. I thought Scratch was gonna say something to his mom
Oh.
after what just happened.
Scratch.
Thing just went really loud on my computer, and I had to rush to turn it off. What did I miss?
How much?
They were just wondering if you were going to say anything to your mother after what she had said.
No.
Okay.
If there's a knife to my throat, I'm just gonna nod and go, okay, understood, and walk in.
You guys, you walk in, and as everyone has crossed the threshold into this cathedral, the doors close behind you, just and they close with this sort of booming sound that feels final almost. It's an ultimatum of sound. And you guys are in this cathedral. What do you guys do?
I just turn around to look at the party. So how are you guys looking right now? Like, I mean, like morale wise, this is what I'm thinking.
Well, only thing I'm worried about is seeing shit that's not there, hearing it, or feeling it, or smelling it.
This is your cleric asking for your daily morale check.
I'm doing okay. It's about as well as you could expect someone in a place called the Shadowfell to be doing.
Okay. Who is doing that?
That's what Yinfi is hearing right now. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Ian's just looking at the ceiling. He's looking around.
Oh, look at Celeste. I pointed Celeste. How are you doing, buddy?
Cold.
Yeah. Do you got like a torch or something? I could light it up, but
I can make you a bonfire, Ceresk. Oh shit, I should have done that a bit ago.
I could, unironically, I could hold your hand and heat it up as we walk, but like, I don't know if you want to do that.
I cast bonfire near Ceresk.
Does that warm me up at all?
You coming from Yinfir, this bonfire spell, his bonfire seems oddly resilient.
Hell yeah.
And you do feel warmed by it.
I can cast one hell of a bonfire.
Yinfir, when you cast this bonfire against this smooth, dark marble floor, you see the shadows generated from it. Everyone is surrounding it. You see these long shadows stretching away from the closer they are to the flame, the longer the shadow, but they're extending further than they ought. And you blink again, and they're not the shadows of your companions. They're these twisted, dark forms with red eyes bleeding into the wall. And you blink again, and they're gone.
Was that just me?
Power Yinfir, I'd be rolling initiative every 5 seconds, bro. Jesus Christ.
Oh, so you saw something? Or was that
No, I
just
didn't
me?
say anything.
And
Oh,
Yinfir wasn't the only one to see.
yeah.
Oh.
He said everyone saw that.
But
I thought he said
well, I wanted to say Yinfir because of his madness, but then I wanted to go ahead and
Yeah.
finish by saying everyone saw that this time.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
we in some unholy shit right here, huh, Vardy?
I tap him on the shoulder. Okay, we saw it that time, so maybe you're
Okay.
not completely insane yet.
You got some light. You got a way to bless his damn.
Ugh. Y'all want me to light it up? Is that what you're asking me?
I don't know.
No.
Okay, I guess I'm not gonna do it.
So what? We got to go upstairs. Hopefully see Helm or.
Could be down. Who knows if it's up or down?
Are the stairs leading down, or is that the only level?
The stairs are leading up.
Okay.
If what I'm guessing what Belladon is thinking is if there's any crypt to this church or not, there doesn't appear to be any access to that from this floor.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, I'm gonna have a lantern ready.
You
Yep,
see Eli
lantern.
is still holding his lantern from Ariel's plane.
Eli, would you like to stand in the middle of us so we can all get some light?
I've got mine.
I mean, stand in the middle of you. Got no problem with that.
Okay. I would like us to kind of go in a formation, if that is okay with everybody.
Yeah.
Sure.
Formations are nice.
Nim, could you please stand in the front?
Certainly.
Ceresk, you're gonna be okay. Trying to think of our numbers.
Body, please don't put me at second place.
You're not gonna be up second,
Okay.
unfortunately. Ceresk. Yeah. Ceresk, can you take up the rear, please?
I can do that.
Belladonna, I would like to be standing beside Eli.
Cool.
Scratch, you're gonna be up with me behind your mother. Yinfir, you're gonna be beside Ceresk in the back.
Okay.
Now, is this going to be a longer running order, do you think?
I mean, more than likely, I think.
Yeah, I think we're gonna walk up the stairs like this. Might as well.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Seems
for
Seems like
the...
those stairs go forever.
Okay, I'm gonna... Just so I can remember this order.
There are rooms, aren't there, Chris?
What?
Oh God,
Oh,
no,
we have
not
to
rooms.
we also have to remember Chama, but like Chama is just
Oh.
not like he's
Yeah.
just not
He's
here
in
right
the
now.
pocket dimension.
If he
so
was,
sorry.
he'd probably. If he was, and he'd be all the way in the back, probably.
I shoved
Yeah.
them in my bag of holding.
So it was... It was...
dead. Fucking dead.
Guys! So Nimlatel in the front, Eli in the middle, Vardy is where?
I'm right behind, like to the left of Nimlatel, and Scratch is to the right of her.
Okay.
I'm right here in front of Ceresk, I believe. Oh, okay.
And Belladonna is where?
Near.
I
Who's
am
near
right
Eli?
behind Eli.
Oh, okay. So like,
Are we in a straight line?
We're in a
Or
cross
this-
pattern.
Cross
you
formation.
are in the cross. That's all how you made that.
Hey.
Ooh, ooh,
Shaky body change.
foreshadowing.
All right, Bonnie. Hopefully you can helm and walk at the same time.
Yeah.
Just watch
Are you
your
sure that's not like distracted carriage driving? Seems risky.
I don't know.
All right,
You know, I believe she can do it.
now we walk up the
That's what
stairs.
people always think.
So you guys are sort of in, I don't know what you call it in a cathedral, the foyer. And you step out of the foyer leading down this hall with these immense stone pillars that lead up to this altar. And as you begin to head down the aisle, you guys in front of you, you see, as you step in, it's like you blink, and then the next thing you see is a hallway that is turned into this feast hall. And you see these exquisite dishes laid upon this long, feasting hall table. And let me port you over to something that kind of resembles
Oh, is this some Johnson Hretzel shit?
But what you see as you step in here is you see a weird unmoving humanoid creature, and it's in the room there with you. It has no eyes, and it's just sitting there in front of this table full of spectacular, fresh, exotic foods. And you then see, as you step a little bit forward, these hairless, eyeless demons feasting upon this food. And you guys haven't ate a good meal in a while. You've been offered that horrible oatmeal. You've ate nothing but rations. This food's looking pretty good.
fine. I kind of lost my appetite
Can-
today, Ceresk.
Can you
You see
guys
all
make
this-
me a Constitution saving throw real quick?
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm not
man.
good at that.
Guess who got +1 in con? Go.
I got a
Oh,
16. No, wait,
I mean,
Con saving throw. That's okay.
And we're still at disadvantage, right?
If you,
Oh.
you have
yeah,
exhaustion.
That is a 25.
Got a 12. Oh, if you want me to roll for disadvantage, then I got you.
I got.
Oh, I healed your 2 levels of exhaustion, Yenfir. Remember?
Oh, thank you.
so the DC is a 12, by the way.
I lost.
Scratch. And
Hello.
I'm still exhausted.
Eli doesn't seem to be failing these saves.
Thank you so much.
Wait,
job,
actually,
Eli.
Scratch, what's your
Wait.
Constitution modifier?
0.
Actually, you should have. It's a saving throw. You should at least have proficiency with.
No, wait.
So,
Scratch, how many?
Excellent.
No,
Exhaustion
like my
on the
saving
left
throw
spell.
is +0.
Wait, didn't you roll a 9 plus 11?
No,
No.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
because I have disadvantage, so I get a
Remember
9.
that?
Oh.
What's that Chama aura shit? Do we get
That's
Did
up
we
to
get
Chris.
+5?
That's up to Chris if he decides that Chama's
Chris,
stuff
is he?
will
Wait, guys, wait. How many? Scratch, how many exhaustion do you still have?
1. Like I had
Should
2
have.
exhaustion.
Oh, yeah.
Then we slept, so now I'm down to 1. So I still get disadvantage.
Because I removed
the movement
2 from
speed's
you
not-
while we were, basically when we left.
I think Soreska's right here. Madabao shouldn't have disadvantages.
Yeah, I used my 2
Okay, so I get
charges.
an 11.
Yeah,
Same.
I used,
11's the mood.
But 12.
1 below what I need,
Same.
and I'm not exhausted.
So not exhausted. Great. Depressed. Yes. Hungry. Very. Jinx.
Cheers.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna smack him and I'm gonna say, I don't think you should eat that, and I'll give him a flash of genius.
Oh.
Yeah, at +5.
Oh my god, he genius.
So you
Oh, thank
do
you.
that, and everyone saves it. Nimlutel and Eli included.
Belladonna didn't save.
Oh.
I smack you as well.
Oh, thank you.
That's crazy.
Mark off those 2 flashes.
Constitution. She's a wizard. What are you expecting from her?
Are y'all
the rest?
crazy? There's no way we should eat this food.
Yes,
Yes,
Ceresk.
that
I
makes
could
sense
eat-
logically.
I may be cold and hungry, but I'm no idiot.
Wait, what
I
was
ain't
the
gonna eat
DC
some
test?
random ass food in a cathedral where some creepy ass man with no fucking eyes said that you can lose. What?
Keep your voice down.
It's usually better in situations
Chris, what was
like
the DC?
12.
Well,
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So Yennefer hit it. He slapped it. Not hard, but he slapped it. And you see these demons that are just gobbling down on these food. They, with no vision, they don't seem to be caring what they're grabbing. You see some of them grab at each other and just bite down and
oh,
and
so we're getting
they're
into 5
feasting. And you see, as you guys all save your throws, you see this food slowly in front of your eyes begin to rot, and then it speeds up as if time is going past. And this larger demon at the back of the room, it continues to stare at you, unmoving. And these other smaller demons begin still just tear at each other and feast on this rotted, bloodied food. Some of it uncooked, maggoty almost. And you see them, they continue to eat and eat until they've consumed everything, including themselves. And the sight in front of you disappears. The demon disappears. All that's in front of you is the stairs.
Cool.
Oh, so that was some bullshit. Right.
Guess we just keep going.
Anyone have a ration?
Yeah. I do.
I know it's probably not a time to be sentimental, but I'm glad you guys are here. No,
Yeah.
You gotta keep morale high. No, that's what
Let's,
I'm trying to be.
let's keep going.
So you guys continue, and you go quite a ways up these spiral staircases, this rickety wood that seems to be just barely holding against the weight of gravity and grief. And you make it to another floor. And there you see another hairless, gaunt-looking creature. It doesn't have anything but a mouth, and where its eyes should be, you see long streaks of blood. and its mouth seems to be pulled down in this twisted, haunting-looking shriek. And as this thing stares at you and it comes into the room or it is looking in your direction, can everyone make me an intelligence saving throw?
Lit.
Oh, guess who
21.
has disadvantage from that?
Intelligence saving throw plus 10. Cool.
Hold on, let me look at my stuff again.
I got an 11.
Yes.
Did you say the intelligence?
I got a 20.
Okay.
21.
Alright, you know, I got a +9, guys. So,
Now,
two
I haven't seen a nat 1 all day.
Hey,
Oh.
Wait, what the fuck did I just
you got it.
Okay, you got it.
Ooh, an 18 and a 23. 18.
I accidentally closed my other tab, so...
We're a relatively smart party sometimes.
Eli critted, of course he did.
I'm just like, what the fuck are you guys looking at?
Is Eli secretly Helm?
Is Eli a god?
Word.
Is Eli a god
Wait.
now?
Guys, yeah, I'm a god, couldn't help myself, you know.
Eli's just like, oh, is that half my soul you're holding? Hold on.
Oh, y'all, 1 second. Let me crack
Oh, hey,
this.
Marty, the
forgot.
connection's all good.
Nimblethal didn't pass.
Oh, I didn't pass either.
Vardy didn't pass. What did Vardy roll?
I got an 11.
Wait, I have a spell.
Oh, interesting.
What
What?
spell do you have?
I could just cast
enhanced
guidance on myself, but I'm
ability.
like,
Okay, I am going to cast. I can do it for 2 targets if I do it at 3rd level, which I'm going to. Each of you get advantage, so I guess just roll again.
what the fuck? What dice?
Okay, she passed that time.
Oh my god.
I got a 9, so I got a dirty 20 that time.
Okay.
Ooh, baby.
Okay.
So
Good spell.
you guys all passed again. Good spells all around. You guys are using them up, in a good way. But the thing that assaulted you, it wasn't hunger this time. It was a different type of want, a need, a hunger, almost not something you desire, but something you'd reject. Yennefer, you saw flashing visions of Kirkwall. You saw your parents being hung, your father being hunted. You saw the streets of Negate from the eyes of an urchin, hungry for anything, an opportunity, a chance. Sarusk, you saw yourself chained to the walls of Vex's laboratory, but no one came to free you this time. Belladonna, you're back. You just learned necromancy, and you raised the corpses of your parents, these rotting, fleshy ghouls. This is hard for Vardy.
Oh!
Vardy, I don't even know what to say for Vardy.
Hell yeah, I'm an enigma. I'm just staring into the void.
She has an okay life, but you Vardy, you see a dark Aasimar hunting you down in your party, and this time he catches you. And Madabao, no one adopts you this time. You are left alone. No mother, no father, an outcast to the rest of the world. Who could ever love you? But you brush that off, and you see Nimlatel do the same. And you see the demon disappears, and another set of stairs is in front of you.
Ugh.
Oh, my stairs.
So many stairs.
This is going to be emotional trauma followed by stairs.
You guys
They
are
could have
Terrible
installed an
combination.
I
elevator.
thought I was
They
only
Could
have
have at
pulley
least put in a
system.
ramp
Fuck up.
rather than stairs.
I thought I was thinking, the only one thinking up stuff. Okay.
And
Yeah.
it's... Can I have another, please, if you don't mind, a wisdom saving throw?
Oh my
For
god.
those of you who haven't passed, or who have passed.
Oh my
So,
god.
18.
So,
Well, it's just me and Vardy again.
Oh,
and
Me and
Leave
Vardy.
it alone.
man, Marty.
the DC has been increasing as you've been here.
Oh hell!
I got an 18.
So let me think back.
I got a 22.
I'm trying to think in my brain where the DC is at now.
If it wasn't a saving throw, I would have failed it ages
now?
ago. But it's a saving throw,
Um,
which means I get a +8.
16 now?
it should be 17 now, so you clear it.
Ooh.
Oh god!
Ooh.
It's
That was
catching
close.
up to me.
That was close.
It's catching up.
Marty's the Usain Bolt of wisdom right now.
You guys continue.
Okay.
And you've almost reached the apex of this building.
Clicking.
And
God.
there's no demon here. You guys are basically in the gears of the clock, and above you, you can see about 25 feet up the face of a clock staring at you from where it's held. These gears slowly turning, sorrowfully groaning against metal as it passes by each other. And from this side, though, the clock seems to be ticking a whole lot faster than it ought. Ceresk, especially, you notice this. This isn't how clocks are made. They are supposed to keep time with the celestial planes that tick in an almost precise way, as opposed to their magic would lead you. The inner workings of magic, if you will. And these are spinning quickly. Can you guys roll me Constitution saving throws?
We're all the way up where the clock faces?
Yeah.
Job, Bella.
Layer
Proud of
1,
you.
Layer 2, Layer 3.
Oh.
I'm actually going to cast Enhance Ability at a second level so I can get advantage on
You
this.
made it pretty far up. Oh look,
You
a
said
12
con
again.
saving?
I'm actually going to split this between two things. It could be a con saving throw, or it could be no con saving throw.
Yeah,
Okay.
It can be a
I got
concept throw.
I got a 10. So
I got a 12.
I got a 19.
So everyone under a 15, your max
12.
HP is
Jesus.
your max HP is reduced by 20.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Sucks to be y'all.
I hope, Scratch, did you save? I really hope you saved. Oh,
No, I'm at 40 HP.
Oh,
It
How
is
do
the
I- how do
wizard
I-
now the tank.
how do I decrease my
I
max?
still.
No, I'm at 100 HP.
Okay.
That just pisses me off.
You just need to note it. Just note it. And you guys
Oh, there.
collectively, as this clock spins, you feel yourselves aging rapidly. Those of you who fail, and I mean, for an elf, not so much.
Didn't fail,
But
so.
and for a dwarf, you don't notice too many changes in Eli. But in those who did fail, who failed?
I'm trying to
Scratch, Scratch, and Vardy. Vardy,
Yeah.
Vardy's beautiful, radiant. This kind of fire in the darkness. That fire ages a little bit. The logs are burning and smoldering a bit, and you see yourself age considerably. And this isn't like you just put on 20 years. Like Vardy's not 40. She doesn't look 40. She looks about 50. And as
How
this
old is Yenfil?
gray streaks her
You
hair,
failed?
and about
Yeah, I failed.
and Yinfair, the same goes for you. Your boyish charms, and you look like an adult who's seen too much.
Oh, so he still looks good. Okay.
Yeah, maybe okay, like a Tom, like a George Clooney kind of grizzled.
I thought you were gonna say you look like Tom.
He looks like Tom.
Like
You're the child of Tom, and it makes.
Yeah, you look like Tom now.
I'm sorry, guys. I have to jump.
But yeah, so your maximum HP has been reduced. And you guys press forward.
I turn around.
I'm done.
Belladonna grabs your arm and drags you forward.
I know. I liked your face.
Y'all look kind of
tattoo.
rough.
My legs hurt.
That's rough. Keep moving.
My knees.
You know, Vardy, I really like your face tattoo.
You're not that old.
I think I don't know. I'm trying to have a rougher that joke, but I think Belladonna was right.
Nah,
His
she wasn't
tattoos
right.
don't age well.
Nah, she wasn't right. Maybe I wasn't supposed to live this long. You know, you wouldn't even see me.
Well,
with
you've
this
lived
shit.
this
God.
long now.
Don't say
This
that.
was a
Don't
mistake.
say
This
that.
was a fucking mistake. That's what it was.
Don't say that. Morale, body. Morale.
My kneecap. Fuck morale. What the fuck?
Yeah, fair. You kind of aged a bit like Barble, I would imagine.
Oh, so good.
So good. Like Barble's that good. Like old Cobb, Vicious V's old.
Oh,
This man,
yes,
you're
sir.
describing. I'm over here describing with gray hair and shit.
But I mean, you still have that. I mean, he's a half elf, so I'm gonna cut him a little slack. But
Exactly. But I'm just like, I got normal.
but I mean,
man.
Vardy, you don't look withered. You look wizened in a sense. Is this you've been aged by hardship? But you've
God.
taken to it gracefully.
I don't think this is the worst thing that could have happened.
Probably looking pretty bad then, because
Did Scratch fail?
yeah, I got a
Oh
12.
shit! I haven't got there yet. Oh fuck. Sorry, Scratch.
No, I can.
But
I cannot age, man.
Yeah, it's fine.
But Scratch,
all good.
you are looking about your mother's age,
Oof.
and
Oh, that's weird.
yeah, let that sink in. But we moving on, guys?
Actually, I want to
Roll a
look at
5
Nim.
for you.
How does Nim look when she sees Scratch old? Yeah. See.
Plus, yeah, Chris, who rolled a 5 when you were doing this?
Oh, that was Eli, but Eli's a dwarf.
He's a dwarf.
So I mean,
Yeah.
he's a little more crunchy, but you know.
Okay. Looks like a Dorito.
Crunch.
Looks like a ruffle.
He's like Ruffles.
Oh, back.
Man, looks like a whole Ruffles chip.
But you guys continue, and going past this clockwork, it seems to slow down to normal time. And Saresk, you check it against your machines, and yes, it appears to be moving at a normal pace. And in front of you, this isn't the back of a clock tower. You see, stretching almost endlessly, pillars of arcing stone. And at the back, you see an archway. And you see two very lifelike looking statues on those archways. And between them is empty air that leads to the back of this, continues this never-ending cavern. But in front of them, you see a very large bowl. Atop an altar.
Do you guys think this is bullshit too?
Like a dish almost.
Is
Okay.
it a quiche?
In fear, I still don't think you know what a quiche is after you tried to make one.
No, he might know.
He tried to make one in the past. He
He's
tried to
aged.
skewer an egg and bacon and cook it over a fire.
That
Right,
was when he was
I'm wise
20
now.
something, I think.
Yeah. I was 18 then.
You were
Yeah,
all
he-
the... No, it's been 2 seconds.
Okay,
We
here
have
comes
black
that elf
hysteria sometimes,
superiority.
though. we have.
And
An elf who didn't even fail to save, just living life.
this is a bit what the bowl looks like. Sort of this.
Other races sure age fast. Weird.
I know, right?
Saresk looks at his devices, then he looks at the group of aged people. God damn, I'm glad I didn't age.
Remember yesterday? That was 5 years ago.
Sounds right.
Okay, so how big is this bowl? That shit.
I mean, compare it to this archway. So it's a pretty big bowl. It seems like it can fit a person in it.
Can I
if you were to
inside
compare
the
it by
bowl?
size?
I'm looking inside the bowl.
Walking close to it, this bowl is a good 50 yards away from, or it's about 75 meters away from this archway. And inside of it, it's clear. You can see your reflection. You can see what time has done to you. You haven't got a proper look.
She rubbed her face. Damn.
You know,
Sir,
You feel
anything-
canyons. No.
Is there anything written on the bowl or anywhere in here?
There is some script on it.
Language?
What languages do you know?
I was about to just cast comprehend languages.
Holy shit. Yeah, go ahead.
Ritual cast. I have it as a full spell now.
You cast this spell and you see the words of time fly around you, these written scrolls of golden light in all the languages of every creature that has ever walked the prime material plane and beyond. And in your brain comes understanding, comprehension of languages. And reading this, you see it read, in order to leave the Shadowfell, one must make a sacrifice. The sacrifice must be worthy of leaving.
I'm gonna.
What do you think that
So
says?
guys, so we've known that that we need to make a sacrifice. It apparently needs to be a worthy sacrifice. I don't know what that means.
And based off the sort of phrasing on this bowl, it means each.
So we both have to give up something.
Yeah.
And this sacrifice can be anything.
Okay.
And kind of stealing inspiration from the Adventure Zone here.
Yeah, I know.
Just by the way, I know you guys noticed, but
I don't watch the
I-
Adventure Zone.
I thought it would
new
be
to me.
I thought it would be so perfect for the setting. So just
Man,
roll
real
I
good
know
for
damn
it.
well. I know
And,
damn well what I'm about to sacrifice.
suffering.
Don't.
But this can be anything. This can be a level.
I'll
This
let
can
PJ
be
go first.
a body.
Party,
I actually want you guys to DM them to me, just so I can have them saved. You can say them out loud if you want, but you don't have to.
I guess you could just describe it for us, huh? Like, I think it would add to the shock value of like what would up if you said it right.
Yeah.
Instead of us saying it out loud.
So this can be a level. This can be a body part. This can be memories. This can be time. This can be anything that you own, items, whatever.
This is so we can leave the Shadowfell, correct?
That's from your understanding, but also from the understanding is if the first sacrifice you give isn't worthy of leaving, then you have to give another if you wish to leave, until either you one give up and turn hollow and return to the Shadowfell, or you are allowed passage.
It has to be great?
It has to be worthy of leaving.
Oh. Like, sacrifice. So,
This can be anything.
Except for the great day everyone at the funeral. This can be anything.
And it's
Alright,
Do you guys?
each individual person, correct?
Yes, this one person can't sacrifice something for another.
Yo, PJ, what did you get for number 4?
Do you guys want to end the session here and come back to like next week when you have time to think? Or
I know what I'm doing.
I feel like if we already know like kind of like an idea of what we have, we should just do it now.
yeah, go ahead and
Chris,
DM
what,
it to me.
What episode of the Adventure Zone are we
This is late.
This is really late. This is like episode 50.
Suffering game.
I don't. Will we be penalized if it's not great enough?
You'll have to make another sacrifice.
So
Yeah,
will
you
we
have to.
already lose what we
Yes.
sacrificed?
Yeah, so you keep
Yeah,
sacrificing until you either the things you sacrificed are worthy, or yeah. But whatever you sacrifice, you lose. You don't get back.
Walk up to the bowl.
What was that, Mama?
Can I go ahead and walk up to the bowl?
Do you just want to wait until we all have it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So
Yeah.
I'll do it at once. And if Chama wants to come back one day. I'm so annoyed Chama wasn't here. This is a good session. And
Where
it's a
was
shame
he?
he missed it.
Yeah, what is he doing?
I have no...
I'm gonna get me stuck here.
Chama's...
He failed a wisdom save and lost his voice while he was in the shadow.
He said, we aren't going to be into big reveal territory tonight, are we? I don't think I'll be home in time to play. I said, there'll probably be a few reveals, but I'll stream all of it. It's okay if you can't make it. He said, okay. There'll be a...
Man, now I hate that he missed.
I hate that he missed this.
But you're gonna make him sacrifice something, right?
Oh yeah, he's not getting out of it scot-free.
Yeah.
Me and him are gonna have some one-on-ones.
This is that good time to miss it. This day's been bullshit. This is the finals week.
But yeah, so I'm gonna read the messages I have got.
I'm trying to figure out the repercussions.
And the thing is, I think it'd be great if we can do this next week because it allows me to talk back and forth with you so I can fully understand what you're sacrificing.
Yeah.
Chris, answer Squidly Doodles real quick. I'd like a scope of how big the sacrifice. Answer.
It's big. Gotta be very painful.
He did say you could potentially sacrifice some levels.
Does it have to be?
What? You said big.
Don't make me cry.
Suffer.
But
Oh, is it your memories of your parents?
But we'll resolve that. Okay. But yeah, thank you guys so much for playing. This is where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Gotcha.
And I hope you guys have. Is the word enjoyed? Do you guys enjoy this?
I don't think enjoyed.
Yeah.
Ladonna made it out better than I thought she would.
Scratch too.
Now, you guys got purple A's now.
So you guys have went through hell. You've went through a Reels plane. Now you went through the Shadowfell. Oh, not quite yet. And is this the worst plane so far?
Yeah.
You aged my character. And I'm about to give up something important to my